Hey guys, it's me, Kalinga, and it's time for the bonus round. How many 20s can you roll in 60 seconds in chat? Go! Keep going! Doing great! You'll receive 10 experience per every natural 20 rolled. Keep going. Five seconds. Great job, guys. Now it's time for the show.
In a world where 7 people will play a game like never before. Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
That's a chunky.
I like we went full circle. Good job, Brooke. Brought it back to chunky peanut butter. You said you couldn't do it.
Hey guys, it's me, Kalinga, and it's time for the bonus round. How many 20s can you roll in 60 seconds in chat? Go!
Love you, cat.
Love you, 12 vanilla.
Love you, cinnamon chai. She's vanilla chai.
Hey guys, it's me, Kalinga, and it's time for the bonus round. How many 20s can you roll in 60 seconds in chat? Go! Keep going! Doing great! You'll receive 10 experience per every natural 20 rolled. Keep going! Five seconds! Great job, guys! Now it's time for the show!
In a world where 7 people will play a game like never before. Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Vinny Pro, Dan Isgro, Brooke Armstrong, and Tom Kokoza. Thank you to our sponsors and partners, Fantasy Network, Dungeon TV, Phoenix Studios, Norse Foundry, Dungeons & Dragons Memes, My D&D, and Nerd Asteroid. And thank you to our staff, Nick Simone, Percival Fairweather, Todd House, Todd Heaney, Lee House, Liam Lynch, and Richie Holzauer. Guys, today is Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means we are playing Tabletop, our epic adventure. It's been going on for a long time. That is kind of getting close to somewhat of an ending right now. So, or maybe today, because today, I apologize in advance to everyone, because today is going to be possibly very dangerous. Sometimes I think people are going to die. This is one of those days. We're going to see. Today's episode is called The Dungeon, and I believe it's episode 6. We are cruising through this season, which is now halfway done at the end of this episode. So we are in Iron Kingdom season 2, episode 6. It is called The Dungeon, and it's going to be a little bit scary. Guys, when we left off last time, you guys were in a room full of about 100 Wemmicks all around you. These chests are come to life, and I'm a little bit scared of you guys. What are you guys thinking?
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, last week we were potentially facing people who could like snap us out of existence in 1 millisecond. So a couple of chests doesn't seem too bad comparatively.
Yeah. It was like 6
Couple of-
and I.
Yeah.
100 is it? 100?
100.
A hundy?
100.
It's a cool hundy.
An easy
Hundo.
hundy.
Ooh, hundo.
Saying hello to David Arona, Marquise. What's going on, guys?
What up?
Hey.
Charles Morrison, Douglas Kramer, Garrett Taylor.
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome to stream. How's it
Good to
doing?
see
Teresa
you.
Johnson, what's going on? Welcome. Richard
Teresa.
Wild, welcome to
Riddles.
stream. And yeah, Billy Hansen. I have an idea. Use Fireball. Yes,
What?
that is no idea.
Always good.
Oh,
Good
you're
idea.
It's always good idea, Billy. It's very good idea.
Fuegolas.
Fuegolas. Derek Luxton, what's going on? No, we're about to start. So guys, if you haven't done so, please like this video. It helps out so much. Please share it out with any friends or groups. And as always, exclamation point notifying the chat to be notified when we go live, which is Mondays and Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think it's time for us to play our first game with host Tom Kokoza, where he gets to watch us ask him difficult questions where he can answer yes, no, or yes and no, and watch us suffer. So without further ado, let us play our first game of the night, and it is called Riddles in the Dark.
Hey, everyone.
I guess we're just going to start.
Yeah, I don't hear any. So, everyone, my name is Tom Kokoza, and welcome to Riddles in the Dark. If this is the first time you're watching or haven't watched in a while, here's a quick review of how we play this game. In a little while, I'm going to read a short story with a fantasy and mystery element to it. At the end of that story, I'll ask a question. That's the titled riddle. You're going to answer that question, you and the other players of the Audio Dungeon crew, that is. You're going to get clues on how to answer that question by asking me yes or no questions, which I'll answer honestly. Now, the players on the crew will ask me those questions directly. You'll type those questions into chat. Tony will read them out. Okay? So, without any further delay, here is tonight's riddle, which is entitled Air It Out. The four adventurers continued their argument. Goldat the cleric cleared his throat. So, I was trying to make a point. Finver, the rogue, pointed with his dagger, so recently cleaning his teeth. Excuse me? Are you all just going to ignore what I did back there? Wynut, the barbarian, interjected. What you did? Wynut did all by himself. Wynut is strong. Senadel, the ranger, chimed in. Ye gods, quiet, all of you. It never ends. The riddle. What were they arguing about?
Okay, guys, I'll be asking your questions that you put into chat for Tom, and questions away. Yes or no questions only.
Were they bickering about who did the most killing?
No. I'm going to say no.
Did one or more of them kill someone?
Yes.
Did the rogue kill someone?
No. I forgot. I'm supposed to be. It's very haunted. So, you know what I mean?
Oh yes. Yay.
Spooky. It's very spooky now you guys are going to get all the questions right.
I love it. Okay. Were they arguing about how complex the damage they did do was? Who was fancier with their damage?
No.
Did the barbarian kill someone?
Yes.
What is the title of the episode again?
Air it out.
Air it out.
Was it one person they were all fighting?
No.
Did the barbarian throw someone off a building?
No, he did not. I appreciate you trying to work in the title.
Jason wants to know, was the cleric trying to make a point by killing someone?
No.
Are they bragging about who executed their plan best from Nick?
Yes and no.
From Derek, are the spirits trapped in a dungeon in an unending cycle of fighting? This sounds like the quest leader.
Oh, gee. Oh, wait, geez. No, that's not what it is. Not a no exit kind of vibe.
Did they each separately do something that they're
Yes.
currently arguing?
Yeah. Yes.
Are they arguing about who had the better? Trying to think how to word it and phrase it.
You can phrase it however you want.
Who had the best
Within reason.
action in the previous battle?
Yes and no.
Garrett wants to know, is this an argument that they've had before?
Yes and no.
Oh, Vin, you got the first yes and no.
Oh, that's right.
25 experience.
Ah.
Congratulations.
Were they all in the same situation? Were they all given the same circumstance, or was it different?
I'm
For
not
each of them.
sure exactly what you mean.
I don't know how to word it.
If you're saying like they've been together prior to this conversation, they weren't in like 4 different rooms or something like that. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah. No.
So,
If you're asking something different, I don't know.
to clarify what I was asking before about did they all have the best? Are they arguing about who had the best action? When I say that, was did the rogue do something sneaky while the barbarian was fighting somebody, and they're comparing each other's abilities to oh, I did the best, or no, you did, or I did the best.
Yeah, that's what I understood you were asking,
okay.
and,
All right.
and again, I'll say yes and no to that.
Okay.
Were they arguing about who actually ended it all? Who was the last?
Ooh.
The last blow per se.
No,
Okay.
Were they involved in a fight?
they were.
Were they trying to steal something?
No,
Did they set out to kill someone?
yeah, but that's I will say that's irrelevant to solving the riddle.
Nick wants to know, do we need to figure out, quote, what never ends, end quote, as spoken by the ranger?
Yeah.
Does
Jason.
the bickering never end?
Yes.
Jason wants to know, is the fact that the rogue was cleaning his teeth relevant?
No, not particularly. Just more along the lines of he's somebody who would casually pick his teeth with a dagger.
Jacob, thank you so much. That's awesome. I'll review that when we're into the next show. If that's what it's for. So thank you so much, Jacob. Douglas wants to know, are they all dead and reliving the story as a punishment in hell?
No. I think I
Okay.
did that one once before.
Jason wants to know, was the person killed Has the person killed a member of their own party, or has? Is what he meant, I believe. Has
No.
the person killed a member of their own party? Andrew wants to know, were they arguing about who deserves the larger portion of treasure from the encounter?
No, they weren't. They are not.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that was a good guess. Damn.
That was a good one. All right. So we know that they're constantly bickering.
Mhm.
We know that they're kind of partially bickering about who did what action the best.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to specify what those particular actions were?
I will give you a hint. You need to specify what 2 of those particular actions were.
Is it the rogue's action and the barbarian's action?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure so we can narrow it down a little bit.
Derek wants to know, are they gladiators?
No.
Jason, were they hired by someone else to kill someone?
No.
Are they arguing over who killed someone?
No.
Are they arguing over like who was most effective in killing someone?
Yes and no.
Is it a situation where like the rogue hit someone for like critical damage, and then the barbarian just kind of finished him off?
No.
Okay.
Did the rogue cause a distraction which allowed the barbarian to kill the person?
No.
Douglas wants to know, were they hunting?
They were not.
Marcus, did they kill the one who hired them?
No. They were not hired.
Did the rogue attack anyone?
Nope.
So
Did the-
when the ranger said it never ends,
Mm-hmm.
did he mean, generally speaking, that they're always just arguing?
Yes.
Yeah, we established that before.
Okay, but what was he? My question is, was he saying something more specific? Like they're always having this particular argument?
If you are asking, have they had this specific conversation before in their lives? The answer is no. This conversation is a direct result of things that had happened to them prior to this conversation occurring.
Okay.
They are not trapped in a time loop
Okay.
or anything like that.
Douglas wants to know, were they hunting?
They were not hunting.
Were they cooking something?
No.
Charles, was this an adventure gone wrong?
No.
Derek, is the story just them arguing over who defeated the dungeon boss?
No.
Nick, are they trying to start over their immortality like in the Eternals?
Didn't see that movie.
Andrew, are they enemies forced to work together?
No.
Did the rogue save them from a trap?
Yes.
Okay, so we know what the rogue did.
Yes.
And the barbarian killed the people that were chasing them?
Yes.
Okay, so the barbarian fended the people off while the rogue was disabling the trap to save their lives.
Not exactly, but you've got I will tell you this. There are 4 things that you have to get, and you've gotten 3 of them now.
Marcus wants to know, did they kill an innocent?
No. Well, I don't know. It depends on your point of view, but no, they didn't. I would say no.
From a certain point of view.
Can you just tell us?
I had to resist not to do that joke, Dan.
I will tell you this.
Resist doing stupid jokes.
I
Don't
lied.
resist.
I
Don't
lied.
resist.
Don't
You
ask me to
have
get rid of
gotten-
the filter.
You have not figured out what the cleric was talking about.
Okay, that was what I wanted. That was what I was asking.
Yeah, I know.
Can you
We've got a minute.
Can you repeat the riddle one last time? So at least
Sure,
what the
here we go.
cleric said, because I don't remember what the cleric said. We
The
got so
beginning,
focused on the other thing.
Air it out is the name of the riddle. The 4 adventurers continued their argument. Goldat, the cleric, cleared his throat. So I was trying to make a point. And then the rest of it you got, but I'll read. Finver, the rogue, pointed with his daggers, recently cleaning his teeth. Excuse me, are you all just going to ignore what I did back there? Why not? The barbarian interjected. What you did? Why not did all by himself? Why not as strong? Senadel, the ranger, chimed in. Ye gods, quiet all of you. It never ends. So the riddle is, what were they arguing about?
Are they players playing a video game?
They are not players playing a video game. But
that'd be awesome.
That's not, I guess, in a way, that's not far off from the final solution.
Were they arguing about who the leader is of the group?
Yeah, no, but that's not far off either.
So, was the cleric trying to like maybe charm the people that they were being attacked by?
No.
Was he trying to stop them in any way?
No. I mean, when they were attacking, I guess, but like not prior to that.
Brian wants to know: did the cleric make someone upset trying to make a point?
Yes.
Okay, Andrew, were they in Walmart at the time?
No, they weren't.
Kyle, were they arguing who was most valuable to the group?
They were, in a way, yeah.
Nick thinks he has the answer. He's working on it now. Nancy, what's up, Fancy Nancy? She's just checking in, saying hello. Welcome to the stream.
Nancy.
Marcus, so the cleric's point was blocked while the rogue and barbarian ended up killing a group of people.
No, not exactly. I want to be clear on this. Right, the barbarian killed a group of creatures, and the rogue did not. The rogue disabled the trap.
Derek, did the trap the thief was trying to open get deactivated, and the barbarian just bashed the door open?
No.
So,
all right, we're out of time. So, last guesses on what the cleric's point was that he was trying to make, or what he was trying to get across. I guess there's not a lot there.
was the cleric trying to just kill the leader?
No. Anyone else? Last guesses?
Was the cleric trying to convince them that they have to work as a team, and they're always arguing about that?
Yes, but there's a little more.
Are you trying to convince them that they're both just as valuable? They couldn't do it without the other?
No.
Nick wants to know, so the cleric tried to resolve with words, the rogue saved them with his skills, the barbarian defeated enemies, and now they are arguing about MVP.
Kind of. I guess Nick's the closest to it. Nick, I'm going to give you I guess I'll give you like a C+ for this one. Okay? So this was, I have to tell you, when I was writing this up, I felt like the last few have been a little too easy, so I wanted to make this one a little difficult. And the solution is that they're arguing about 4 different things, right? And what you guys kind of got. So the cleric has been trying to convince them all along that the only way that they can be successful is if they convert to his religion, and nobody else wants to hear that. The rogue was was really surprised that he just saved all of them from a near-death trap, and nobody even thanked him or said anything about it. The barbarian thought when the rogue was talking that he was talking about the bunch of goblins that he woke up and then killed by himself. And the ranger was just complaining because they always argue, and it makes it very difficult for him to scout ahead because they're so distracted. So this was a group of adventurers who have been together for quite some time. We're starting to get on each other's nerves. So I was actually impressed because you guys got a bunch of that. I didn't know if you would get any of it. Very good job. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's riddle. I certainly did. Without further delay, let us play Iron Kingdom.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tom. Jacob Kip has a follow-up question for Dan. He wants to know, well, actually, it's for Tom. Were they arguing about how much gel Dan uses in his hair? Dan?
Oh, geez.
Tom?
Were they? Tom? Were they?
Shots fired.
Dan, do you use gel or do you use like cream?
I use like product. I'll put it in our. How about I put it in our Discord server, and then everybody could see what product I use, so you could use it from home.
Stop selling out, Dan.
And then maybe we could get a new sponsor for.
Yeah, maybe Dan's hair product sponsor can work with all of us. I only use product
brought to you by Aquanet.
I don't think Dan uses Aquanet. It's just a guess.
You'll know.
Whip it up.
Next week I'll be like, "Hey guys, we got a new sponsor this week."
Dan, let's see. If we're on TV right now, there are literally so many people watching right now. probably the whole world, and you to now take this opportunity to do your best commercial for your hair product. Go ahead.
For the do you want me to actually say the name of the product, or does that not matter? Is that
That's up to you.
Make it up.
Okay.
Dan's hair
Doesn't-
gel.
Yeah, make it special.
Okay, ready?
We are all ready.
Hey, dungeon dwellers. When you're fighting dragons and disarming traps and fighting giant chest mimics, does your hair fall out of place? Don't let it happen again. Use Dan's hair product for use at all the dungeons in Andaria. Brought to you by Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan Isgro. Did you just use my hair product?
Oh Lord.
You need a hair product.
Of course, we all do.
How was
What
that?
you did?
Of course, we all.
What's that? That's my product.
Guys, before we start today, we have reroll coming in for Brooke. That's from Charles.
Whoa!
Jason,
Charles.
Patreon reroll for Dan's hair. Oh, if you look,
Yeah.
look, Dan, you handed to the audience, and now you're getting it.
Thank you.
Jacob says this is cringe, and I'm here for it. And just
You asked for it.
Andrew says he threw up in his mouth.
Wow. See,
Nice.
everyone's throwing up tonight.
Yeah.
Andrew had some of that tall vanilla before. I think that's the problem.
Oh!
Oh man.
Whole vanilla makes everything better.
Oh man.
Yes.
true.
Yes, it does. Okay, guys, we're gonna go into our next show, guys. This is our tabletop adventure. This is the Celestial War. You can go back and watch it from season 1, episode 1 on YouTube. We're still playing the same adventure. It's been going on for a long time, and it is somewhat coming to a close very soon. So it's gonna be a very interesting set of episodes. Today it is Iron Kingdom season 2, and it is episode 6, The Dungeon. So
The Dungeon.
Prepare yourself. We have 500 stars coming in for Jacob Kip. He gives me a reroll. That's for the Dungeon Master. I don't have Scroll here today to jot it down, so I will do it here. Thank you, Jacob Kip.
Thank you, Jacob.
Sometimes Dungeon Masters need a reroll. That's what he says, and I agree. So yes, guys, if you haven't done so, these fine people are going to need rerolls like you can't believe, depending on what they do. Sometimes they cheat their way through the episodes. Sometimes they have to fight their way through the episodes. We don't know what they're going to do, but this one is one of those. They may need them, so you guys better come up and do some likes and do some shares because they're going to need it. You guys have your blessings have run out. There are no more blessings for. Oh wait, was that last episode? When did the blessing come? Did I do two?
The blessing come.
It ran out.
One-
It ran out.
Yeah, it ran out. Okay, so all the blessings from the ancients are run out. You guys are only going to survive on rerolls today, and that's only if we get 30 likes and 30 shares. So please share it. Please share it out with any groups, guys. Don't share more than once. Just share it with some friends, some people you think might enjoy it. And also, please like it. Please love it. Anything you think is right for you. And guys, Patreon members, you always are always appreciated. Your donations. We appreciate you guys giving me rerolls. And if you want to become a Patreon member, go to patreon.com/audio dungeon. It supports the show. It helps us out. Even every little bit helps us out so much. Keep the show going. And we appreciate every bit. So guys, without further ado, let's play Iron Kingdom.
In the world of Andaria, heroes are born and will come together to save everyone.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. Today's episode of the Celestial War is Iron Kingdom Season 2, Episode 6, The Dungeon. Plain and simple. Guys, last week we left the adventurers in a peculiar positioned between a rock and a hard place, which they are surrounded by 100 of Wemmicks and all these chests in a room. They did manage to get the room wedged open, so they would have an escape way, but they are trapped in the center of that room. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, and we're going to play episode 6 right now. Guys, you ready to do it?
Let's hit it.
I am very ready.
Very ready. Brooke, do you have something you want to say before we start?
I thought that we had another blessing from last week that we were carrying over that Lauren had got us, but I might be mistaken. Sorry, I just want to make sure.
It's possible because I thought we had something, but I can remember. We re-roll for Dan coming in from Jacob Kipp. Unlike his hair, his rolls fall flat.
Ha ha!
This is
Excellent
very true.
use, excellent play with words, Jacob. Thank you.
Derek Bolden, welcome to the stream. First time watcher, welcome.
Yeah.
Nice to have you. Patreon reroll for Tom. It comes in from Richard Weil. What's up, Richard? And thank you.
Thank you,
Richard.
Yeah, Nick says Brooke is right. Guys, what is you guys have an enhancement from last week given by the fans. What is the enhancement?
What was it? We had the ones are 20s, and
Yeah,
then
we
we had,
collector's
advantage. We had advantage.
Oh, that's right.
It was the
Yeah,
advantage one.
on combat.
Yes.
Yeah. On all
All rolls.
rolls.
Okay, yeah, Nick is confirming it. He just watched the episode.
Thank you, Nick.
Oh wait, Richard.
Yeah.
Richard says the enhancements were 1 and 20s.
That was the
No,
one that carried
that
over
was- that
2
was
weeks
the
ago
one.
to last week.
That was the one
Yeah.
that Evan gave us two
That
weeks
was-
ago.
Right, so
Yeah.
that carries for 2 weeks, and that's done. And now the new
Correct.
one was the advantage one.
Yes.
Correct.
Advantage.
Okay, cool. A Patreon reroll for Relic from Douglas. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Don't encourage him.
Really?
Hey.
Okay, guys. So we last
Yeah, it's
left
the
off.
hand thing.
You, for those who don't remember or just need a little bit of what's going on. So what system are they playing, guys? We're playing. We have an Audio Dungeon system. It's a similar D20 system, and that is what we're playing right now. If for those of you that play Dungeons and Dragons 5e, it is very, very close. It might as well be the same, and they work in conjunction where someone could have a Dungeons and Dragons characters, as some of the Patreon members do, and some are using our system, but they both work fine with each other. Okay, guys, so let's get started. We last left off. You guys were in a inner realm of Dragano. You've been traveling through, dimensionally traveling through. It's sort of like an outer planes experience, going into the realm of Dragano, into his crystal, and into his ego. And you guys travel through fear. You guys traveled through kind of like another realm where you face these beings called the Valdorans that seem to be in charge of that realm. They seem to be very psionically empowered. You guys struck a deal with them, and you guys got through that episode. And yeah, it's sad for me. Not gonna lie.
Mhm.
And then you guys went into a further realm, and you feel like you're getting very, very closer. You're joined by Bludgy, of course, the thief, and you're joined by the wild wizard Wexel. You guys been traveling through this dungeon. This dungeon, as you've been traveling through it, is all kind of glowing like the walls behind me, except it's purple. And all the stones you can see are all outlined in this purple light. They are making the light for you to see, so there's always a light source. And as you guys have been traveling, about 50 or more feet behind you, you see the dungeon, almost like it's located in space, floating, just kind of falls away, and the dungeon in front of you starts to create. And you know that to some degree, we've talked about it in after shows. But to some degree, you guys are traveling through the psyche, through the ego of a Dragano, this immortal being, and that you're kind of like that, like a neuron firing its way, running through the brain in a sense, and just keeping yourselves alive by your own manifestation, your own creation, your own thought. You're literally traveling in some kind of outer planes existential experience. This is your adventure has been going on. It's something that you guys have expected. You guys went into a room where you walked in. Bludgy the thief realized that the door was going to close on you guys and lock you in. I think Vin Relic came up with a good plan to block the door, which you guys did, and you guys found in this room to be 100 of these chests all around the room in a circle. And you guys previously found a door that required a key. You found half of the key in another room, and you're hoping to find the other half of the key in this room. So we last left off with where Holgar, Dan's character, was looking down at the chest. It was Holgar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking down, and you realize the chest opened his mouth and came alive, and you realize they're all Wemmicks, or something very similar. Okay, we take it right there, guys. You can role play. You can go. All the chests are coming alive. You all can have one round of action. Brooke, you have a question.
Yes. All of them are, or is it like 99%?
All of them.
Is there one? Okay. No, because like if there's the one, you know what I mean? Okay, just check it. Okay. And
Okay.
Um,
What do you want to do?
Is
One
the-
round each?
is there any part of this room that doesn't have treasure chests on the floor that are now coming to life?
No, all chests are coming to life, and they're all around in a circle. The room is circular, and there's probably about a 20-foot area in the center of the room where the chests are not.
Oh. All right. I'll back up against one of the walls and try and limit my exposure to as many
So
chests as possible.
If you move you can move your back to the doorway, but trying to go to the walls, you have to travel through the chests.
Okay, yeah, to the doorway then. Just I want to get so that they're only on one side of me. That I'm not going to get surrounded by them. That's the
Gotcha. So the only one that's in the middle right now is Dan, is Holgar. Okay, Brooke, you can go.
I ask Finn. Finn, can you cast fly on all of us?
No.
No. Okay. Are we, when we're all. Okay, I'm sorry.
So, no, good.
We're all. The only one that's in the middle is Dan.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any way, Finn, if I chain lightninged these chests, that you could protect Holgar?
I have
From the
very
damage?
little. No, I don't think so.
6 seconds. 5.
I fly over and I
4.
grab Holgar. I bring him back.
Okay. Just give me a d20 roll. You can make it. You can roll it like a combat check.
Combat? Okay. Phew. 13 and 18.
31.
31.
Okay, so you rush forward. You raise your wings up, so second you have room. You grab Holgar. You lift him up into the air. There is some room for you to hover, which you do. So you fly into him hard, fly up a little bit, and you kind of hover in the center of the room. The chests are like hopping. They're very slow. Holgar, you are being held in the air by Abyssia. Do you want to do anything?
No, I was gonna do something, but now that Abyssia pulled me away, I won't.
I'm sorry. Before I'm saying Charles was pointing out, he's saying mimics a limit. Before I said Wemmix. Wemmick is a different creature altogether. I don't know. I'm saying it. It's a mimic.
Yeah.
I think I said that before too. I got Wemmix in my head for a second.
I thought we were trying not to get like some copyright infringement or something.
That's what I thought too. I thought that was intentional.
The
Oh,
bacon
It was
no,
a
no.
fancy
potato.
way to say mimic.
Wemmick is a completely different creature, but also interesting. Okay, so yes, there are mimics.
We're not going to see that here, right?
Maybe.
We're not seeing them
I don't know.
today.
I don't know. Okay, yeah. So there are mimics. Holgar, what do you want to do?
I'll take no action at this point. I'll just turn
Okay.
to Abyssia and say, "Oh, thanks. I think I
Relic.
got to figure out how to take out a lot."
I
of
got
these
I got to
things.
maintain the door to be
It will.
open, so I can't do anything. I just stay in the hallway behind everybody.
Okay, yes, right. You still have your wall going up. As you're standing there, Relic, you look over to Botorius, who's somewhat near you, and you see him for a second pull out his weapon, his axe, and looks around, and then all of a sudden he kind of goes like very relaxed, and he turns around to you, and you see his eyes are purple,
Oh, Jesus.
and he walks out of the room.
We have a problem.
Yes, where?
No,
Many mimics.
Botorius is leaving, and I'm just trying to concentrate on the spell to keep the wall open.
Where?
Okay,
So
so
something's wrong with him.
the Wemmicks start hopping into the center.
Mimics,
Within the
mimics.
first round, they all like close in the
Mimics.
gap, and then now they all start hopping towards the door. Did I say Wemmicks again? Did I
Yes,
say
you
mimics?
did.
Yeah.
I said Wemmix.
I can't stop. Mimics. Every time I say it, I'll give you guys 25 experience points from now on. Go.
Well, we should be level like 70 before the night's out.
Yeah.
No. won't
Do we
let that
get
happen.
retro right now, or starting from now? Okay.
No. Starting from now.
Can I go, or is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so their round is spent hopping towards the door. They close the middle area. Now they're probably about 20 feet away from the door.
Okay, I would like to cast Chain Lightning on them.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, 19. Does that go under combat?
Yes, so in the system, that's a combat attack.
Okay, so 19 and
I assume you're targeting something in the front or in the middle of the pack?
the middle.
Okay.
Because they were all coming. There was a circle in between them, right? And they were coming together. You said they were getting.
Yeah,
closer.
they closing the circle out.
In the middle of them. Yeah.
Okay.
33.
What is your damage?
I'm sorry, 32. Hold on 1 second.
Holgar, are you doing anything while she's holding you? Actually.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you need to let go of him to cast a spell?
Yeah, I'm thinking that right now. You have a problem. You start casting the spell and you realize you can't hold Holgar and cast that spell at the same time. So now, since it's already been cast and it's a mistake, that's gonna have to be that's like an emotional response from you. You either have to cast the spell and drop him, or it's gonna be a miscast, and I'm gonna make damage done to you.
Miscast.
Okay, so to deal your damage, deal to yourself. Holgar, what do you want to do?
15.
And then I'll just turn around to Abyssia and say, just drop me off by the door.
Okay. I drop him.
Okay, she moves back a little bit and drops you.
Carefully.
Tom, Finnelar.
All right. So now that they've all moved into attack formation, they're moving slowly. So I feel like I have a little bit of time to react. I want to look around the room now that they've moved to see if I can see any sign of a key or anything that's not moving that's in this room.
Okay, make an investigation check. Under knowledge.
17.
You look around the room real fast just through the mimics. Yes, Patreon members will get that experience as well if I say it, but I'm not gonna say it. You look through the mimics and you do not see the key that you're hoping to find or a piece of a key.
Okay. All right.
So you're just trying to just move to a better position. You're not doing anything else.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So now they've lined up center wise, and they're heading towards the door.
They're like just coming together and heading towards the door.
Okay. How much space between?
About 20
feet.
20
feet. All right. I'm gonna take a step just to the side of the door in case anyone needs to make a beat retreat. So the next round I can attack and I won't be blocking the exit.
Okay. Relic.
Can I cast while holding the wall? I don't.
It's a focus.
Doesn't say. It doesn't say focus next to it.
Okay, so I think that you can.
There are spells that say focus next to it.
It does or it doesn't?
No, there are spells that say focus next to it, but this one doesn't.
Okay, so you're allowed to. I'll allow you to do something else then.
Okay. If that is the case, I will then. I will cast Elemental Storm. Is it Elemental Storm? Hold on a second. Just want to double check.
It's not Elemental Storm. It would be.
No, it's not Elemental Storm.
It would be whatever element the storm is.
Yeah, I'm just reading off the sheet, and I'm not looking at my character sheet. I will cast Firestorm on them, and it's a 25 foot by 25 foot by 25 foot fire damage. So, 22.
Okay, that hits. You hit the center of the room. You cast Firestorm. That is going to hit Abyssia for sure. Abyssia,
She's up in the air, ain't she?
Yes, but it's not that high.
Yeah, but I flew back and I dropped Holgar. We went.
Holgar at the door. She came back.
I couldn't cast. We went back. I dropped him.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll give you an evade check because you work by near the door, but the room is not that big.
I thought you said the room was 100 feet.
There's 100. There's 100.
Oh, it's 100 mimics.
Mimics in the room. Just give me an evasion of 20.
Okay. Wait, so that's my dodge. What do I 16 22.
Okay, so the fire comes up right against you. You pin against the wall. The fire doesn't hit you, and you're okay. How much damage do you do in the center of the room?
33.
Okay, so Dan, we're gonna say since she's out of that range, you're right there. You're pretty much right at the cusp of that range as well. You're out of it.
Okay.
33, and I'm gonna hit it with inner power for another 14. So that's 47.
8.
48.
47. I'm sorry.
47,
I can't count.
Okay, damage is done. You firestorm the room. You see Bludgy starts tangling with one of the mimics near you and starts like trying to stab it and keep it out. And you see Wexel walks over, raises his hand, says some words, and we're gonna roll right now. Actually, I'm gonna let you guys roll. Everybody roll 1d100 for the fun wild magic that is Wexel's magic. The highest roll is the best roll. This is how many of the chests are going to be affected.
I rolled an 89. So
Nice.
50.
63.
77.
So 89 of the chests turn into regular chests.
helpful.
Nice.
He goes, yeah, that cost a bit, but it should help.
Yeah, Wexel.
All of a sudden, you see, you hear footsteps behind you. For those that are paying attention, kind of look behind you, and you hear some kind of sound, and you see the wall that Relic has up is down, and you see Botorius, his hand is like this, and his eyes are just like purple, and the wall goes, and all of a sudden you see, and the door shuts.
Does it cut us off
Cut you off from the main hallway.
Is
Weren't we in the
Botorius in the
hallway?
room?
Botorius is not in the room.
Botorius, we're separated from Botorius.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's nothing. It doesn't look like there's any door.
There's no other doors in the room. Okay, the mimics come up. Dan, you're gonna have 3 on you. I have a natural 20 on you, Dan.
Yeesh.
The other 2 are misses. So these
Reroll that natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh. Let me tell you what I was gonna
Let's do
say.
it.
These are not just doing damage. These do something far worse than damage. Now I will re-roll. Natural 13.
Ah,
Much better.
So that what's your
it's a block.
block or your dodge?
My dodge is 13, and my block is 24.
Okay, so it tries to hit you. You block it. There's no ill effect. You're able to kind of just like block it and push it back.
Oh. Okay.
Who else on the ground? Relic, you're not close enough. They all start moving around Hogar and then past Hogar. So anybody left that's on the ground, the next round will have them in combat with you. Actually,
There's about
Bludgeon-
11 left, right?
Yes, Bludgeon
anyone-
actually is going to be attacked by them.
Did
And
any
none
of them
hit.
die when I put the firestorm on them or no?
No, but they were hurt. They screamed.
Okay.
They scream in pain and such. You did 47
Wow.
damage. They're all in pain. Okay, so they move forward. They're now at the point in this round when they go again, be surrounding everybody who's there, and we'll start off with Brooke.
I'm gonna sing in the key of pain
Okay.
and hopefully get some of them. Okay, here we go. That is combat 2. 18, 28, and a 28. Deal my damage.
Yes. Is it? Is it? I believe it's area effect. So yes, you're doing damage to all 11. Good.
Yeah. 46, 6, 11, 15, 20.
20 damage.
6, 5, 4, 5.
They shudder in pain. Definitely hurt them. They're still up. Hogar.
I want to cast Living Vines
Okay.
and have the vines burst out of me and wrap themselves around as many chests as possible to immobilize them, hold them.
Okay.
Is this a combat roll?
It is a combat roll for the vines. Yeah.
Okay. So I will cast. So I'm gonna cast that, and then I'll roll an attack for the vines. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. 18.
Okay. Roll 1d6. I'll give you a 6 to the chest.
1d6 chests. Okay. 4.
Okay. So 4 of the chests get wrapped up in the vines. There are 7 there that are still free. Tom, you go. Finnelar.
Oh. Okay. How many are about to attack me?
We have 3 on Hogar. You may have gotten some. We're gonna put 2 on Hogar. Let's see.
There's 11 in total, right?
Yeah, there's only 7 that are free moving right now. You have 1 on you.
Okay, I'm going to hit it with a fire blast. So that is going to. I'm going to use my inner power to multiply this. So it's going to be 2d6 plus 42 of fire damage. And that is 9 plus 42. It's 51 damage to the mimic that is
For one target?
approaching me. One target. The one that's approaching me, yeah.
Okay, you roast it, it lights on fire, and then just singes and then stops and dies in its spot right next to you.
10 left.
Relic, you go.
Oh man. One of the ones that's wrapped up. Actually, no, one of the ones that's not wrapped up. I'm gonna arcane blast it.
Okay, there is one coming towards you.
Okay, so then that would be the one. 21.
You're hit. Good.
All right, and arcane blast does. That's a light spell. Arcane blast is. Oh, I see how that works. Okay. Hold on.
So
7 damage.
Okay, so you hurt 1. No other effect. Bludgy attacks. Wow. Okay, Bludgy attacks. 2 of them are critical. Bludgy the thing opens its mouth. Bludgy stabs the blade into it, and then out, and then back into it again a different way, and then out, and then like slashes the thing. And we're gonna see right now how bad it is. Oh, yeah. He's gonna get it. Yeah, so he takes 1 out.
Nice.
There's 1 on him now.
Yeah, Bludgy.
Wexel just backs off. He's kind of saving his magic. We're now going to do the mimics. Holgar, you have 2 mimics on you. Miss and a miss. Tom, you got the 1 on you. Relic, the 1 on you attacks. 19, is that a hit or miss?
That is a block.
Okay, so he's going to take. Well, for you, it's just physical damage. So they actually block you, but you don't get any other effect from that. So no damage for you.
Okay.
And that is it. We're back to Abyssi.
So I'm going to. How close are they to me? Are they like how far away is everyone from me? That has a mimic on them and a mimic.
Anything and everyone is within 20 feet for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna emit an aura of peace, 50 feet around, or calm rather.
Okay.
And fear and rage are removed from all creatures in my aura.
Okay.
So does this calm those mofos a little bit?
First you have to just roll.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll. It was a 13. That is a.
And I believe you're adding will for that, wherever the R is.
Okay, that is a 31.
Okay, so You put your arms out. You see like a light come down, and you see all the chests kind of stop in their place, and then kind of just sit. Bogar, you go.
All right, I'm still holding 4. Question about living vines. It says here the vines can they can attack. Is if I'm saying they're holding them in place, are they foregoing their attack in order to hold them, or can they attack while they're holding?
It's one or the other.
Okay.
Choice.
So then while they're holding those 4 mimics in place, can I attack another one independently?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So I'll just.
Richard's reminding everybody, don't forget you have advantage in your rolls, but I don't know if that's true. Let's see if you guys have 30 and 30. We're going to find out right now. No, we are short. So you do not have advantage in your rolls yet. It is 32 likes and 25 shares. We're 5 shares away.
Oh, that was active. Damn it, I've been using that.
Getting advantage. Okay, so go ahead, Dan. You can do your attacks.
All right, I'll attack 1 mimic that's free.
Okay.
And that is a 25.
That's a hit.
Okay, and that will be for 14 damage.
Okay, he's hurt. That one, you see them all relax, and that one you hit kind of comes back to like is aggression, and then starts hopping around again. Findelar.
All right. If all the rest, can I tell that they've all changed their attitude? Like, is that clear?
They all seem to be just kind of sitting there, very docile.
Okay. All right. I'm going to assume he's got this, and I'm going to move around and move around the back of them and try and get see what's happening on the other side of this room. See if there's anything there that we have missed. Okay. Disengaging from combat.
Okay, disengage and start walking around the outskirts of the room. Relic.
The one that Dan attacked, that hopped back to life.
Yeah.
I will attack that one.
Okay, got it.
Arcane blast again.
Got it.
17.
17 is not a hit.
Poop.
To make sure you don't have advantage right now. Let's see.
5 more shares.
Nope, no more shares came in. So that's a miss. Bludgy is with you though, and the other ones, no one else to attack. So Bludgy is joining in. We're gonna see how that goes. It's a miss. That's a hit. It's a critical. That's a miss, but the critical should help. 3, 8, 11, 22 damage. Plus the 14 from before. 6. That's enough to take him out. So he stabs the chest. The chest seems to die. Most as a chest can die. Wexel's just kind of staying back. The chests don't take any actions. You guys can go as a group. You're out of combat for now.
How many chests look like they're still active?
So 11 chests are actually mimics. The rest are regular chests now through Wexel's magic. And 7 of them are, well, like 5 or 6 of them are still free, but they're all just kind of sitting there dormant.
Okay.
I want to go over and check the area in between where they were circled around. See if there's anything in the floor. Is the floor solid, or does it look like there's access to it?
Okay, you're walking amongst all the chests?
Well, I want to go. I guess we're behind them where they came from.
Okay, so Tom's walking around the outskirts. Do you want to walk around the outskirts, or
do you want to are they still? They're still in a circle.
There's no inner circle anymore. They've covered it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought it was cleared. Okay, so I'll follow Tom around the back of them.
Okay, Relic.
Is there any still active? Like, I know she,
Nope.
calmed a lot of them, but are there any active, like actually attacking right now?
No.
No. All right. I turn to Abyssium. How long does that spell last for that you just cast?
Be another round. I not
Seconds.
that much longer. Oh, okay. Another minute
All right. So if that's the case, I will arcane blast another one of the ones that's pieced.
Okay, go ahead.
No peace.
No piece.
No. Pee.
Natural 20.
Oh, that thing's so creepy.
There you go.
All right.
Woo.
So
Okay.
it's that, and then it's times 3. 9 damage. I rolled absolute garbage.
That doubled?
That's tripled.
27.
Can he reroll
Okay,
the damage?
You want to reroll?
Reroll the damage.
If there's shares, I don't think we have it.
Oh
but-
shit.
Oh, let's see. Nope,
my
28
God.
shares.
Oh my god.
Yeesh.
9 damage.
That is it.
Poop.
It's actually enough because you're just doing 27 damage.
Okay.
So that's it.
No. That was I rolled a
Oh,
3.
you rolled a 3?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay. No, that isn't enough. Okay, you piss one of them off. It starts hopping around again. And who didn't go? I think Dan didn't go yet, right?
No. I want to approach the nearest calm chest, like the one that looks like a normal chest that
Okay.
Wexel affected, and I want to try to open it. I'll like flick the lid open with my sword.
Okay. So you open it up and you just see it's a creature inside. You see it's like looking into the mouth of the creature.
Oh, okay, so it's not a chest with loads of treasure in it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I'll just shove my blade into him then.
Okay. You do a coup de grace.
Cool.
You take it out.
Cool de gras.
Yes.
Aha!
No.
Because you're so cool, you do a cool de grace.
Right after he does his hair. First he puts the gel in the hair.
And my
Hold on,
hair
hold on.
didn't move an inch.
Hogarth
Finlar-
didn't have hair for a while. Remember that? He was bald.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah,
I remember you were bald. I
bald.
remember you were a crystal born. Is that what you mean?
No. There's a period
No,
of
in
time
the beginning he
where
was bald. He
I
grew
know.
hair after he went to prison. I think the first or the second time.
I was gonna say, I think maybe when I was in Queensland and I was trying not to be
All right, so it was the
recognized.
second time he went to prison.
Oh wow, yeah.
I don't remember that.
I would have lost that trivia. Stuff that I did not remember.
Not anymore.
Findalar and Abyssia, you guys make your way around the chests. The chests are just kind of sitting there. They appear to be normal, plain wooden chests. What do you guys want to do? You guys back together.
All right. So on this side of the room, do the walls look different? Does anything look
No.
out of place? All right. Yeah, I don't know. Let's start opening up the chests and see if they're really made of wood.
Okay. You start opening the chests. Roll a d20 every time you open a chest. I'll let you guys open 2 chests each.
Okay.
12 and
9.
17.
9 and 8.
Okay. You do not find anything opening 4 chests. There's 1 chest alive. Bludgy goes over. Stop messing with the chests. He stabs one twice. Let's double this. Okay, he kills the chest. He looks at you. Maybe shouldn't do this. Maybe we should work together just to take him out carefully.
Well, that's the only reason I attacked one. You focus him down. Exactly.
You're not really doing a lot of damage there.
Well, I'm trying to save my spells for what comes next.
I'll take the rest of them out. He walks over to the rest of them and he starts carefully, like waiting for the right time, find the right spot, takes it out, starts assassinating the mimics.
I'll help him out too. I'll start
Okay,
killing
you
them.
basically do the same thing and you finish him off. All the mimics are dead. There's left 89 chests.
I guess we start opening them.
So there
Oh my god.
11 dead mimics and 89 regular chests.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, Tony, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start searching the room for maybe a lever or a button or something to get us the hell out of here. So that reopens that door.
There actually are 85 chests left. So we're going to do 10 rolls each for Tom, Dan, and Brooke. If you roll a natural 20, you find the half the key. If you guys go to every chest, which is greatly in your favor to at least get it once, then you are trapped in this room forever. The quest ends.
Oh,
That's
What?
awesome. I love it.
Th-
I love it.
all right. We gotta announce these roll by roll though.
Oh my
Yeah.
Go ahead, just call them out.
All
I'll
right.
count you.
17. Oh wait, who's
One.
going first?
6.
Wait, can we re-roll too? Can you check like?
20.
5. Whoa!
That didn't take long, Dan.
Oh my god!
Dan,
Way to milk the drama, Dan.
Sorry.
You can't stop it. You can't stop it.
Can you
re-roll.
see it?
No, it's just
Oh.
below.
Ah,
Oh my god.
touche.
Can you
Amazing.
re-roll? It might not be
Yeah,
enough chairs.
can we re-roll?
I did.
Okay.
Just.
Oh,
to
I can't re-roll you. That's
wait.
right.
Wait a second.
Wah, wah.
Let's
but-
see.
But
Let's
just
see.
just to
Oh,
be
I
fair,
cannot
though,
re-roll you. It's 28 shares.
Shut up, Dan.
Can
Let
I?
him just
Should
die.
I don't. Yeah, maybe I probably should keep my mouth shut. But I did make you re-roll earlier when you had that critical on me when I shouldn't have been able to.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so there you go. There's your just desserts.
Okay.
I'll use
All right.
I'll use my re-roll from Jacob before, and takes that. out.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Okay,
Fair, fair.
you're doing round robin here, so that you guys just did 3. You're down to 82.
Well,
Go
no,
ahead.
I got to re-roll my 20.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, it's a
Stop it. Oh my god.
That's literally impossible for Dan.
9. Just a 9. Just a 9.
Just
Sorry.
All right.
literally impossible.
Let's see how fast we can do this. Go ahead. Brooke,
Okay.
do 3 rolls.
7. 17. 7.
Down to 79. Tom, 3 rolls.
20.
For real?
Yeah.
For real.
Okay, there it goes. It was gonna
Right.
happen. You don't have to show this. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you open the chest and you find the back half of the key.
Whoa!
Woo woo woo! Nice job, Finn.
I found it. Come. It looks very heavy. It's big, right?
It's not bigger than your hand.
Okay. I don't know
Real
why I
large
pictured it.
key. Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a large key, but it's not that.
I pictured it like comically large. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know. Whoa!
it's like a bass.
We're all holding it, going through the door, scuttling through the
That's
door.
right. It's like a 4
Together, 1, 2.
Turn.
Right.
Okay,
Lefty
so
Lucy. So
okay, so
All
you
right.
guys have found the back half of the key. Who got the front half of the key last week? I think it was Relic, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was me. Yep.
So you guys have both. You could just move along. You guys can put it together. You see that it fits together. Now, what do you guys want to do? You're in the room. Don't forget the door is closed.
Are there any? Well, I was looking around to see if there's any like levers or buttons or anything that opens this door.
You check around the room. Roll a d20 for investigation.
It's on the knowledge, right? So it's a 30.
So you sweep this room very thoroughly, and you're pretty sure that there's nothing else in this room.
All right.
I'll
What's
tell you
this?
what happened. We're in the trap. We didn't get killed, but now what we're gonna do to get out?
what is the wall blocking the door? What is it made out of? Like
It's
this
all that
thing of
purple. It's all that purple light.
energy.
Yeah.
All right.
I am.
Can we see Botorius?
No.
So so we can't see through this purple stuff.
No. Not this. Not into the hallway. No.
What about
Is
the
it-
Sunny D? Can we see through that?
Yes.
Is the wool like? Is the wool considered like a magic item, or like
I can't tell you what it's considered.
Is it? I asked Bludgy since he identified the trap in the first place. Bludgy, when this wall fell, is there a mechanism that can we reverse a mechanism to pull it back up? Like Did you see how the trap was set? Is there a way to reverse it?
Usually there's something that I can do to find some sort of unlocking mechanism, but I don't see anything around the inside. It's a trap wherever it closes. They don't care if you're inside.
Right. Okay. I look at the two strong guys. I'm like, do you want to just try and move it? See if you can.
Okay.
Before we.
Who's the two
Yes.
strong guys?
I think he means
You're
you.
made yeah, you're giant and made of metal. I mean you.
I'm not strong at all.
I don't know that. We never got. We need our arm wrestled.
You're made of metal, and robots are strong.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Kind of
Here's
strong.
here's some old people medication to power you up. Let's go.
Here's some Metamucil. Go.
Is the floor also made out of the same material?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the floor is the purple light too.
Everything's the purple light, like all
Yes,
the walls. and
unless sometimes it's not like it was before when you're in a dungeon, the rocks were forming.
Right. Okay.
So it's almost like matter was forming out of this material, whatever it is. But here it's the purple outlined stone.
Are there any Earth songs about ethereal purple light? Removing ethereal purple light?
Oh yeah, there's like 4. Ethereal purple light, go
Yeah.
away.
Not all of it, just the door in front
Oh.
of me.
Some of the purple light
I believe
in
it looks by
Dragano's
Weird Al.
mind.
Yeah.
stuck in Dragano's mind.
Purple light, want you to go away, leave here forever, ever. I don't want to play. Okay, anyway.
Did it work?
No, it didn't work. Didn't work, right? No.
Didn't work.
You do have the ability to remember to change lyrics. That's one of your abilities. And Wexel has a limited amount of abilities. That was a big one I used to stop the mimics. But he has the ability to change words and spells. You have the ability to change lyrics. Actually, which is
Okay.
similar to his as well.
All right.
I want you to continue to sing Laura Branigan songs, by the way.
Charles Morrison says Purple Haze.
That was my karaoke. That was my sweet spot. Purple haze, true. Because it would just turn to smoke then.
I might be able to pass
Let me
through it,
see.
but I don't know how to get the rest of you back through.
I don't know, Relic. I turned. I used soul form on myself when those boulders were hitting us, and I couldn't avoid it.
Well, weren't the boulders actual rock? I mean, they
They were
looked like
turning-
rock, right?
They were turning into-
If they were actual rock and I was in soul form, they wouldn't have. They would have passed right through me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something to consider. I could try to grab it and move it if you think that might help, Finn.
I don't know. I just feel like before we start trying everything really hard, let's try the easy stuff first.
It's worth a shot. Okay, I walk over to it. I gently put my hands up to it.
Okay.
Can I try to grab
Audio
it.
touching.
Yes, there was little sound effects.
That's not all he's lost.
Oh
Creeps, the
man!
creeps.
Okay, I
Oh
try to
my
grab the
God.
haze.
The haze. Okay. Okay. Roll if you you're doing it by yourself, roll natural 20. If you roll a natural 20, you will open it.
Ah! No.
You want to see if we have
Enhancements are
any-
active, says
I-
Richard Wild. Let's see right now. Let's check.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Find something.
well, let's
Wait.
let's hope those rerolls are.
It's a reroll.
Oh, I was gonna say that it's if the other enhancement was on, that would have been a natural 20. Too bad.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I said no.
So enhanced or active, he gets to reroll with advantage then.
Yeah, well, we would have won
Should've.
the whole game if you rolled a natural 20.
Well, advantage is on your combat,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
but you can re-roll if you wanted to. It's
I thought the advantage was on all of our rolls.
only combat rolls.
I need a 20.
Oh, we get a +2 though to all our rolls.
You do get a +2 all your rolls, yeah.
Okay,
I need a natural 20 though.
Yes.
Okay.
you could do it, Dan.
Gotta re-roll anyway, man.
It's a
Yeah.
low
You wanna-
percentage roll.
You don't want to touch. You don't want to touch magic energy and roll a 1.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, they're active, right? Rerolls are active.
Yes.
All right. I will reroll. Here I go. 17.
Okay, so the door kind of
Plus
moves a little
2,
bit.
plus a 2, right? It's a 19.
Hey, nice to hear this is a natural 20 roll. This isn't a check.
Oh, I see. I got you. Sorry.
This is basically the DM saying that's not meant to be the way open, but you are a supreme being in a sense, and it's a possibility that you could do it. That is your possibility. Your 5% chance. You're unable. You do shift the door a little bit. It is unable to roll.
But he's shifting the purple energy, right?
He moves the door. Don't call it energy. It looks like a door. It's just purple, and he starts to try to move it. The door shakes a little bit, but it does not go up.
Okay.
All right.
Dan, take off a point of strength also for that.
Okay.
Like, do you have any elemental abilities that can push this door aside, move it up?
Nothing like that. Nothing that could move it.
Okay. So, I want to do my Earth song.
Okay.
You guys, I heard of a little ditty from this realm. It's called Love is an Open Door. And but I think I should change the word love to
This?
yeah. Yeah.
Purple
I'm like-
Sony.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll replace that word.
Okay, so just so you know, you're using the spell, using the Earth Song, and then you're also using the other ability. Make sure you take all the points off for both. I should try this thing.
5, 4. Okay, so it's 19. Okay.
Okay, sing the song. Sing,
But I'm
sing
also
the one
adding
line.
those points too. Sing the one line? Okay. This is an open door.
She got so high she
This is
blew
an
out the mic.
open door.
She did.
Sorry. Sorry.
So she sings it. She points to the door, and the door goes. It opens out.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Anna. Wherever you are. Okay.
You don't know who that is in game.
No. I'm just, okay.
On the other side, standing there, you see Votorius.
I moved through the door before it closes back down.
The door stays
go-
up.
We'll go through.
Does Botorius still have glowing purple eyes?
Yes, and he looks very serious and very focused.
Botorius?
There is no Votorius.
Oh.
Only Zool.
There's only
I-
four.
I am Moglodon, the ruler of this realm. Your friend is under my control. And I can do anything I wish with his body. And more.
What do you want from us?
You shall leave this realm immediately.
That is the plan.
You may not go forward into the inner sanctums of the immortal. Do this, or I will kill this creature in front of you. You see, he takes the axe, and he puts the axe to his own neck.
Let's not be hasty. I don't know if we can go back. The path that we traveled here has disappeared. Let's not go killing any innocent dwarves.
If you are able to go back, then you will serve as my energy so that I may evolve.
I'm sorry. If we can go back, you're going to use us as well.
Indeed, you will serve me.
Okay. So we either stay and party with you here, or we go and you...
Notorious turns around and just starts, as you're talking, it just starts walking down the hallway and towards the big door with the keyhole.
Well, we know where we have to go.
It's gonna be a fight against Botorius.
I don't want to do that, but we must go on.
We have to get that axe away from him.
I follow Botorius.
I followed
Being
you.
quick, which one of us has the key?
You.
Okay.
I figure I have more spell power left, so that's the reason why I said you.
Yes, that's almost definitely true. Okay.
Does anyone not go? Wexel and Bludgy are obviously just following you guys. It's just one thing after another here.
Yes.
Is anyone not going?
I am going.
I go.
I go.
You guys walk around the corner, and you see Botorius is just standing there looking at the door. The axe is still at his throat. And you hear him speaking, "Enter the key, so that you may enter the heart of this realm."
Ooh.
He's not looking at you, he's looking at the door.
I like turn back to the rest of the party. I'm like, didn't he just tell us he didn't want us in there?
I think he's saying he's going to take our energy for himself. That's his plan. Does anyone not want to do this? Now is the time to speak.
If we open that door, is he going to kill Botorius?
I don't know the answer to that.
Moglodon, if we open that door, do you plan on killing Botorius or any of us?
I will take your energies one by one as they serve me.
As we go through the door, or like when we pass you?
You will enter the key now, or I will take the life of this one. You have 10 seconds.
I start walking towards the door.
8, 7, put it in, 6.
Tony, I go to
Tom,
put my
Yeah.
put my hand on Botorius, and I grab a part of his axe and I cast Steel Magic. He's gonna hate me for this, but I'm doing it.
Oh man.
Okay, you put your hand on him. Tom, you go around. You're putting the key into the door. Cast your spell. Do you have a check for this? What
It
does
just
say?
says drain X being the amount of points that I would use to drain. Magic item into power into you.
And what
Item-
is it?
Item turns to ash.
What is what are you
Oh
under
my
right now?
God.
What column?
Will.
Will. Okay, so there's an opposing will check here. Just roll against me.
I am gonna re-roll that. Is this a what's it called? An advantage roll or no?
No.
Okay. $31.
Okay, so you defeat it. The item seems to power down, go into you, and the axe crumbles.
Oh my god.
Scrow is so happy somewhere right now.
It was either that or he dies.
True.
You see the Vittori just puts his hand down. The same, and when you finish that, you see the door starts opening. Vittorius turns around and grasps at your throat
All right.
and just grabs metal, and nothing's really happening.
Okay.
All of a sudden,
Now that
no more actions. No more
I
actions.
just need to know something real fast. I'm sorry. The axe that I absorbed, right? Where does the points go? Into any column I want?
Oh my
It's a
God.
little bit tricky because what you took was a weapon empowered by Andar himself. So it's a little bit different than what I could tell you in the half a round that you want me to do.
Okay, we'll leave it for now. We'll let that
We win.
put a pin in that.
Yeah. So you feel like you absorbed all this power, but you don't quite know what to do with it, and you don't know it's not like you took like a +2 off a weapon. You took something far bigger than that.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so the light on the door opens up bright. All of a sudden, you guys are standing. You're not sure if you're outside or inside, but you're first in some sort of temple, except this temple has no walls. Outside of this temple being probably about, we'll say about 200 feet by 200 feet. And again, there's no walls, but there is like stairs in like the middle of it. And the stairs have stairs on all sides of it, all 4 sides. On top of those stairs is a being that is clearly Valdoran. Except this one looks to be some like either a leader of them or not. You're not sure. And he's floating on top of the middle of this platform on the stairs. And around him are all these like different or interesting objects like floating in the air. That's the first thing you notice. When you look around outside of this temple, you see that it goes to rock. Similar rock that you've seen in the past, where it's just like barren rock and purple sky. Except that it's sort of symmetrical because every way you look is the same thing, but in a different theme, and I'll explain. When you look to your left, you see in the distance, there's another temple. And all around that temple is like razor sharp rocks, boulders, and all sorts of things. You look in another direction, and you see the landscape turns into like basically fire. And they all seem to be of a different element. To the south is water, and to the front, past the other side where you're looking, is all floating rock, storm, and lightning to some sort of temple that seems to be floating on a piece of ground. The sky is in storm, and you assume that in front of you, up top these stairs, which are probably about 20 feet high, is possibly Moglodon.
What do the objects look like that are floating around him?
Orbs.
I knew you were going to say
God.
that. I knew that was coming.
Now,
We should
these-
touch them.
These orbs are seemingly empty except for one.
Ah.
A little crunchy peanut butter, isn't it?
When you say empty, like
They
they're
look
just,
empty, like an empty glass, like an empty
like
sphere.
colorless, like nothing
Yes,
in them.
like glass only.
All right, which
However,
one is?
one is full, and it looks like a terranium floating around him.
Like a terranium.
Mm-hmm.
And how big are they?
They're probably about 10 inches around.
Okay.
Is Scro with us?
You do see Scro is with you, and Scro is also already starting to walk up the stairs.
Okay.
Were Scro's eyes still purple?
He's not facing you. You can't see.
I would guess.
How far is he from us?
Scro's probably about 10 feet up the stairs before you can take action.
We need to stop him.
I run up and I
Yeah,
go
and
to tackle Botorius and take him down the stairs.
You run up, and Moglan just puts his hand up, and you're repelled back. You fall right into the ground. You will do no such thing. This vessel shall suit me. You see, this realm is a place of non-existence and existence come together. There is no rest. There is no reality. It is all thought and manifestation. I have been here a long time, and I require the energy of this vessel to continue and ascend to the next level. You do not belong here. You do not deserve the power. But I do, and more.
How far are the orbs from us?
The orbs are only they're circling around him in orbit.
I know, but how far are they from us, though?
25 feet.
Okay.
Pedestal's 20 feet, 5 feet more than that.
So
Scroll reaches the top. It turns around. See the eyes still purple, and you see Mogodan puts his arm next to him, and you see Scroll just like shaking, and it looks like that he's absorbing something. Douglas Kramer, instead of 2 lion healings, grant the party the benefits of 1 long rest or recharge from Andar, if you could say. No, I can't do that.
Good try, buddy.
He asked me to put in a cheat, but I will give him something from that. Garrett Taylor gives 2 rerolls for Dan, 1,000 stars. Douglas Kramer is 10,000 stars. That's 2 enhancements. So he gives you. Douglas, I'll let you change it because I can't give you what you want, but I will allow you to give him the 2 Lions healings, or you can change it to something else if you wish.
Who gave me 2 rerolls?
Garrett Taylor gave you 2 rerolls, 1,000 stars. Thank you, Garrett, and thank you, Doug.
Garrett.
thank you, Garrett.
Doug, let me know what you're going to change it to, or leave it at 2 healings, your choice.
I turned to Findalor. I think we need to destroy the orbs.
Douglas gives you a Lion's healing
Okay.
and 1 of your choice. You guys can choose now.
1s to 20s.
1 to 20s.
The old fave.
It's like
Oh, that
before
old
anyone says
chestnut.
anything.
Collector's luck, and you have a Lion's healing.
Yeah, so I turned to Findalor, and I'm like, I think we need to destroy the orbs.
Think he is going to use them to hold our energies if he drains them. I agree with you, but I'm worried about destroying the one that is filled without defeating this creature first. I don't know if we will lose Bo's soul.
Well, we need to make a decision now because Bo is doomed either way.
Destroy as many as you can, but I would leave that one for last, I guess.
Hey, I just have a question.
Yes.
Why, Finn? Do you think that these beings from Andaria, do you think that they've taken over Dragano?
I don't know. No, it seems that this one is imprisoned here in some way. It needs to gain power to escape, so I don't think so.
Tony, when he says to destroy the orbs, I cast Earth Storm which allows me to do boulders instead of fire,
Okay.
and I cast them above him and on the orbs. Or I guess if the orbs are next to him, on him as well.
Okay. You cast a spell. You rain down Earthstorm on him. Boulders start flying down. He just raises his hand. All the rocks shoot sideways and don't come down. You are pitiful creatures, but you will serve as appropriate energy for my needs.
There goes that.
Do not waste your own energy. Nick Lurgans wants to know what would happen if you choose to disbelieve that your spell points, health, etc. were being affected. 100 stars. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
I don't know. I know I answered that in character, but I don't know what would happen if I chose to believe it.
All of a sudden, you see the creature, Mogadon, the Valdoran, puts his arm down, and you see his body like turn gray. It's almost like he went from his natural color, which is slightly purplish, to gray. And you see Scro kind of perk up and like look around, and Scro starts to walk down the stairs.
Oh no. Tony, can I look at my hands and imagine that I have the light of Andar in my hands?
You can imagine anything you like.
Okay, so I attempt to conjure and have Andar's power flow through my hands.
Okay. Minus a point of will. Roll natural 20.
$18.
Nothing happens.
Oh wait, can I reroll that?
If you want, yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm rerolling it.
You have a reroll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
22
But would
now.
that count as an
I'm sorry,
attack roll?
21.
Would she get an advantage on it anyway?
No.
Okay.
I want to. Let me know when I can go again, because I know I just I did an action. So
I have an idea. So you said there's 4 stairs going up to the top of this pedestal, right?
No. There's 20 feet of stairs.
and
No,
this,
there's 4 sides of the
there's
stairs.
four-
Side.
Right. So if Botorius is coming down one flight, I want to run to another flight and go up the stairs.
You start running up the stairs. Botorius stops and looks at you as you do that. Not wise. Do you continue?
Yeah, I keep running up.
Oh god.
Botorius puts his hand up, and you see a purple light come out. It shoots you. You're gonna roll 1d20. If you roll 1, 2, or 3, the blast kills you.
Okay.
well, a 2 or 3, the blast kills you.
Yeah, 1 to 20.
That's right. 19.
Oh, right. I wanted to tell you. I was like, what? 19. Okay, the blast knocks you to the ground. Deal 1d100 damage to yourself.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Yikes.
Come on, little money.
Use your natural power, Stan.
52.
You're right in the middle, so that's a gamble, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
that's a gamble.
You've got to, there's more below you than above you.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, 52 damage is dealt. You're knocked down to the ground.
Oh. Notorious.
Notorious.
How far are the other temples from us?
They're probably about a mile away in each direction.
Okay. Do they look? Are they similar to what this one looks like?
Yes, similar in architecture. Yes.
They're just like pyramids, right? Like each one's
not
like
pyramids.
What are they called? Ziggurats or
That's like with the stairs in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
The stairs in the middle looks like an Aztecian
That's
structure,
Like
but
a ziggurat.
like a ziggurat.
you can. It's not a pyramid, but it's not so much unlike a pyramid. It does have that arch to it. They're all made of stone. And this one has no walls, just has the columns in the corners, but the other ones have the same architecture with all different like terrain around it and all different elements of like nature around it.
Can you just like describe one of them? Like
Pick one. And
is there like is there like creatures or anything around it, or is it just like
yes?
Oh, there. So there's creatures flying around them and
Yes.
walking around them.
Like the fire one, you can see there's fire elementals flying around it. There's
Okay.
like winged creatures.
Okay. I want to try to concentrate on one of the orbs and see if I can bring it to myself. I will try to use like one of my elements, either fire or earth, to see if that affects the orb to like try to bring it to me.
Okay. Vin, how many orbs are up there?
There was 4 and then 1 for the terrarium looking one. So 5.
How many total?
5.
Okay. Got it.
So what am I doing?
So you're concentrating on one of the orbs,
Mhm.
and what do you want to happen?
I want to bring it to me.
Oh my god.
Okay. Roll natural 20.
And this is just a single roll, right? No
Yep. Yeah, just rolling. This is the anything possible roll.
It's a 5, and I will re-roll it. Come on. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, so you go. Which one do you pull?
One of the blank ones, one of the empty ones.
You pull it down, and you see that the creature in Motorius is walking down to you guys still, and then stops and looks at you.
Oh shh.
You will take that and deposit it back where you found it.
You will release our friend, or I will destroy it right now.
Are you bluffing?
No, I'm not bluffing. I begin to concentrate power into it if I have to.
So you see him go out of the body, go back into the main body, and Scro falls to the ground with zeros in all stats.
Oh wow.
What
Do
about
I
hit
feel any
points?
type of power from this orb?
Maybe something, but you're not sure what it is. He goes back to his body. The body turns back to normal color, and he looks at you, and he starts to light up. You will give it back to me now, or I will destroy you.
All right, playing hardball. I actually want to try to. I want to channel. I want to try to channel elemental fire through the orb, and then at him.
So you're holding the orb in your hand. And you want to
I'm
shoot
gonna-
fire
What I'm
from
gonna
it, or
do
you're
is
throwing the orb
hold
at
on
him?
one second. I'm gonna use pure connection, which is one of my abilities. It says you can use any magic item regardless of requirement. All right.
Okay.
And then I am going to use elemental storm to channel the energy out.
Firestorm.
Firestorm. Yes, fire. I keep saying it. I read it off the sheet. Sorry.
Okay. So are you throwing the sphere at him?
No, I'm channeling it through the sphere.
Okay. So you cast. You channel it through the sphere, launch it at him, and you see him move out of the way and try to or attempt to dodge it. So roll a combat check.
20! Oh!
You blew out the mic too.
Roll your damage.
That's 10d6. So it's,
All right, baby.
28. 32 times 3.
96.
96. And then I am going to tack on another 11.
107. Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. I'll give you the luxury and the benefit of rolling his own death saves. I'm gonna allow you 2
Ooh.
death saves. In this case, is the natural one will count as a natural 1, and it will kill him. Otherwise, we continue. You can roll twice.
Roll twice.
Mhm.
I rolled a 20. Does that count?
No,
I rolled a 20 and a 6.
keeping it.
Reroll.
No, I'll re-roll it actually. Do I have to spend 2 re-rolls or 1?
You'd have to spend 2 if you want to roll both of them.
Okay.
I'll give you 1.
Okay. Oh my god. It's a 1 and an 11.
I was like, I see the 11. I was like, are you making the 2-1 joke? Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Finn, you're like on fire tonight.
Oh.
Okay, so
No,
here's
no,
what
my
happens:
camera's
you
jacked up.
you channel the firestorm into the sphere, fire it to him. He goes to move out of the way, and because of how much energy you're firing through it, you bullseye him. He gets hit onto the ground, and it starts to burn up, and his body just can't take it. It falls on the ground, and his body is sizzling. He's still alive, but completely powerless.
Hogarth, finish him fast.
I
Okay.
move over to get the ball that's got the terrarium inside of it, the orb.
Okay.
I want to move to that, and
Okay, they're all
I-
at the top.
yeah, I plan on just getting that and bringing it over to Botorius and see if somehow I can figure out how to. I
go to-
think his power's in there. I'm going to try and transfer it out. That's my theory. I'm just letting you know now. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so you run up the stairs. Who else runs up the stairs?
I go
One
to
is a strong word.
Botorius. I'm going to Botorius.
Notorious is right next to you. So
Yeah.
that you're done. Hogar?
All right, I walk up to him and I give him a soldier's death.
He looks at you as you're before you're striking him, and he's like, "You will never traverse this realm without my knowledge. I have been here for an eon. Keep me alive, and we can strike a bargain."
I don't think so.
Yes.
And he dies.
Bye bye, Megalodon.
He's so mad. He's so. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
how,
Tony.
How much experience do I get for that kill?
I don't know.
No,
so
you
angry.
wait. This is Tom's riddle all over again. You don't get nothing. I did that.
Oh my god. Is that Garfield? I
That
love
Garfield
I'm just gonna
choose-
read some Garfield.
Is that Garfield choose the fat?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe no. It goes to waste. Goes to waste.
Goes to waste.
Another great.
Is it
Uh,
is it spelled like WAIST?
Yes, Tom. It is.
That
That
Garfield.
Jim Davis, man, so
Jim
witty.
Davis. Those Davises.
Megalodon
Garfield.
goes to waste.
Megalodon.
I think we broke Tony for the night. Sorry, folks.
Oh man.
Okay,
Pretty
guys.
awesome.
So you're standing there over Moglodon's body, and he's like burnt to a crisp on the floor. He's been killed and finished off by Dan with his coup de grace. And Tom, you reach the orb, and when you get to the orb, having no master at this time, rotates around you, starts to orbit you.
I take Botorius' power for my own, and my
You
heals.
become Super Botorius.
No.
You don't sense any power from Botorius. You sense that it's all in the form of like energy, stamina, health, and constitution and such. And it was pretty short transferred to Mogadon.
Okay,
And
so
died
there's
with him.
Oh shit.
so that one orb that had
Evan, welcome
was-
to stream.
What up, Evan?
hey,
That one
the,
orb. You could sense with your magical prowess that the orbs. It feels like you might feel if you were holding. Did you ever hold the orbs of the elemental orbs?
I think I may have touched one of them.
Yeah, you definitely did. You tried
yeah.
using
That's that
yeah.
close. I touched it.
I touched it.
You definitely did.
Best line
Yeah,
of the whole movie. So you feel like because you're in the presence of them, you feel like this is a representation of the Orb of Earth. So it's not actually it, but in the ego. And immediately your thought, because again, I'm just telling you this information because of your magical prowess,
Right.
you believe that it's like you've tapped into the network of Dragano, the immortal, and if he has the orbs inside of him, you've just tapped into it. So you, however you perceive that to be, you're really holding it or you're not really holding it. It's up to you. So it's like to put another way, even though you probably understand that, if somebody were to absorb, if Tony was to absorb a crystal like the amethyst crystal, and then you went into my ego and you were to grasp the crystal,
All right.
maybe you would have it in your power or access to it. So you believe it's probably access.
Okay. Guys, I bypassed the mainframe.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Evan.
What do you need? I can do
I
anything.
passed the firewalls. So
I'm firing nuclear missiles. Oh, they're going.
Finger missiles.
There they are.
Gets him every time.
They're coming for you.
it was a good representation of like missile
was great.
command, how they like,
Yes.
fly up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the other way.
It's,
Oh.
it's like this.
There you go. God.
All right. And so this is just like circling around me now. Like I
Yes.
feel like I have. What about the other ones? The other orbs? Are
The
they
other ones-
also?
The other ones, as Vinny said, there were 5, are circling around. Well, except for the one that Vinny's holding. Relic's holding. in his
Okay.
hand.
But I don't sense any power source from them in particular. Just I guess.
You sense Earth from the Earth one. The other ones you sense that they are enchanted, but you don't sense anything else.
So,
Okay.
all right, and I need to ask another question now about the other temples, right? What are the other temples that are out there again? One more time.
Just one of each element.
Okay, so you got fire, water, lightning,
Earth and
Earth.
Yeah.
Earth.
Earth and lightning. Storm.
earth and lightning, but you're holding Earth, right?
I am holding Earth.
Is the Earth one that's out from us? Is it green or is it like rock?
Both.
Both. So I guess the question is,
Yes,
Of the
Evan. That's what I was going to say. And heart,
so,
the strongest tea in the world.
I guess the question is, are the temples the physical representations of the elements that belong in the orbs?
Perhaps.
If only you didn't old wise kobold that guy.
Oh, we totally did. He's like, please, I can help you. No.
No.
It was, we have a friend named Anthony. This is a quick story for the fans. And so they walk into, I think it might have been Dragon Mountain, and there's a lot of information. And obviously, they weren't getting much. Dragon Mountain is a great module if anyone wants to run it. And it was basically like a DM, like, you know, here's a little push. I'm sorry, it wasn't from me. It's in the book actually. I think it's in the book. and the
It is.
it's an old wise kobold, and the kobold has a lot of information that can help you. So our friend Anthony Franca is just bloodthirsty. So
No, he's a straight up murder hobo.
I'm
You
like,
can
you
say
see, you walk in and you see an old wise kobold. He goes, I kill it, and they're like, I'm like, okay. So he rolls it successfully and he kills it, and the rest of them are like, we can't figure out how to go on. And I'm like, so,
He doesn't just kill it. He
Oh,
killed
yes.
it and
Yes.
then he ate it.
he ate it.
And then he shit out and called it
A shitty kobold.
Like that was
I kill it.
that was
I eat it. I shit it out and call it shitty kobold.
he wanted to make sure there was no chance
that
whatsoever.
man is a special human
my
being.
God,
It was-
Franca.
It was such joy that he said it too. It was like,
So funny. So funny. Oh
Yeah,
man,
he-
5,000 stars coming in from Evan Moniz. Tony's choice. Blah.
no.
If you're
Thanks,
giving me
Evan.
my choice, I'm gonna take 10 rerolls. Thanks.
Ooh.
That brings me up to 22 rerolls.
Oh wow.
And I promise you, when we get to the end game, I'm going to use every one of those rerolls. You will have to fight me in my rerolls.
We have to set up a trap for Tony to
Thank
make
you,
him
Evan.
waste
That's
his
great.
rerolls ahead of time.
Glad you can
So-
make it tonight, Evan.
I don't know if that was sarcastic or not, Brooke.
It's
was-
always sarcastic for
That
Evan.
was juicy with
But it's
sarcasm. That was
always love.
sarcasm soup.
It's
All right.
always sarcasm and love for Evan.
All right, we got to figure this out.
Evan the
Um,
ancient.
Okay.
Tony, quick question. When the terrarium, the Earth terrarium is rotating around Finn, the creatures that were in the Earth one, are they acting differently? The elementals?
You see no change.
No change.
1,000 stars to Brooke. Love you, Brooke, from Evan. 2 rerolls.
Thank you, the ancient. Oh damn.
Or it could be a power reroll too. Is power reroll 1,000? I think we have now.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, you
I think it
can.
was.
You can take a power reroll for one power reroll if you wish.
I'll take one power. I only have one. So that's now I have 2. Okay, I'll take 1 power reroll. Thank you, ancient one.
So
Thank you, Evan. Bad guys.
if the orbs are empty and the elements are out there, do we need to put the elements back into the orb?
I don't know if we need to, but we may.
I wanna-
that-
I want to
Budgie
see if
walks
I can
up.
get.
Why the hell did you kill that guy? That guy could have given us some information. You know, Hogarth, you can't solve every single problem killing every person you see. Sometimes information is more valuable.
When he takes over my friend's mind and he threatens to kill him, I'm not going to leave him alive.
He was
This
no
is not-
threat, burnt to a crisp on the floor.
This is not the same, Bludgy.
He was burnt to a crisp on the floor.
But who knows if he would have been able to regenerate or come back in some way.
He's been here
Was-
for years. We don't know anything about this place.
Was his mind burnt to a crisp? Was his ability to practice magic burnt to a crisp?
I'll say it's pretty hard to do anything when you're burnt.
Pretty hard to do anything when he takes control of your mind, Bludgy.
You want to solve every problem with a blade. You're an idiot.
Bludgy.
Easy, easy, easy.
Listen, we've gotten along until this point. Do not push your luck.
Push my luck. What does that mean? You want to fight? I'll fight you now. Are you doing me a favor by not fighting me? What luck shouldn't I push? Let me know.
We've been getting along, and we've been successful up till now.
Right. So what luck shouldn't I push? Tell me about it.
You shouldn't keep insisting that I'm doing the wrong thing.
Oh
and
yeah.
you shouldn't continue to insult me. I don't know why you're doing this.
I'll keep insulting you because it's the truth and it's a fact that you shouldn't have killed this guy. You should have got the information out of him. What you did was stupid.
He
And it's typical
almost
for-
killed Botorius.
What you did was
You're
typical
acting
for a half
stupid
giant.
right now,
It's
Bludgy.
exactly what I would expect a half giant to do.
Easy.
While they're bickering, I
Love
am
you,
gonna,
Evan. Thanks for coming in.
I am
Love
gonna
you, Evan.
So long,
Later,
Evan.
Evan. I'm gonna study the orb using pure connection.
Which
to-
orb? The one in your hands?
The one that I'm holding. Yes.
Okay.
To try to figure out exactly what it does, being that I'm able to use it, I guess.
I feel like you have to sing Pure Imagination while you're studying it.
Imagination. Imagination.
And I want to.
pure imagination.
I don't know any of the words.
I also kind of want to like, while I'm studying it, I want to try to go along the lines of like if I can recharge the orb in some way, using my magic with the channeling.
You want to recharge the orb.
If it's depleted, I don't even know if it's depleted. My first priority is to like understand the orb if I can.
So using your knowledge, if you sing 3 lines of pure imagination, I will tell you 3 questions of anything you want to know.
I don't know the song. I don't even know the song. I honestly don't know the song.
And you'll see.
I don't know it. I honestly don't know it. I'm not even trying to be a clown right now.
It's from Willy Wonka, man.
Okay. It doesn't know me any. I still don't know the song.
I'm sorry, everyone else sang it but you.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. Sorry, Vin, sing the Oompa Loompa song.
Oh, wow. Give me a whole... What do you get when your daughter's a brat? Whose fault is it for making her like that? I am wondering who's to blame, who's to blame. The mother and the father. Oompa, oompa, doobity doo.
I feel like Vin knows the Augustus Gloop song.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not good with lyrics for any song, even songs that I know. I'm not good with lyrics.
Are the Valorians the Oompa Loompas, Tony?
If only you had some kind of tool that had all the
Symbiont
information
race
in the world
coexists
at
with
your
that.
fingertips, you could look up
Yeah, I
lyrics.
feel like you had some kind of magic.
Oh, is there?
Sorry if I'm trying not to cheat.
It's not cheating.
Okay, so that's not happening. So give me a knowledge roll instead.
Okay, that I could do.
You might as well do it by the book. I don't know.
Oh, what the hell? 22.
22. I'll allow you to ask me one question, but you cannot. You're unsuccessful trying to fill it up with magic. That's just not working. But you can ask me a question. Yes or no?
Is the orb directly connected to one of the temples?
Yes. You think I'll even ask you. I'll even add a little bit. You think that it was somewhat of a task to even manifest the orbs?
Has to manifest the orbs. Meaning this guy manifesting them.
Yeah, this guy.
Mogul
The guy.
That guy. This guy here.
the fritter.
Yeah, the crispy
frittata.
fried guy.
The Oompa Loompa.
It was a process for him to manifest the orb, is what you're saying, right?
Yes, not more like an adventure process. Like he had to go through a lot to do that. It was like
Okay.
It's like treating like each orb as each one is like the Holy Grail. He had to work it out and get to that point.
Okay.
He manifested the orbs himself, right?
I was saying that it's not like he just made the orbs. He went through a process to get the orbs.
So he was able to leave that area
What area?
where he is? I thought he was trapped there.
I didn't say if he was trapped or not trapped.
Okay.
So then
I didn't realize he was able to leave. But he was leaving.
I turned to Finn and I'm like, do we need to journey to these temples and recharge the orbs at the temples?
Is possible. I don't know whether we need to do that in order to move on. He seemed to need energy to move past here, but I doubt he was trying to go deeper. I don't know if that is what we need to do as well. But then again, I have no idea where the crystal is or how to find it.
Guys, Wessel walks up. I just had a terrible thought. I just realized I just try to just sit down and just try to collect myself, maybe rest. And I'm realizing that every time that I rest, I'm hearing like the voice of Dragano. I'm hearing like feeling his presence. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get any sort of peace here. And I'm wondering if that's what he was talking about.
I heard him too.
I have a feeling that there's no way we can recuperate here. Maybe that was the trap. Maybe he didn't have any more, and that's why he was trying to take it from us.
Oh.
Seems like he took it from
good.
Botorius.
Yes.
I look at the towers in the distance. Do I see
Temples.
Temples. Do I see like other Valorians there?
Valdorans.
Valdorans. Sorry.
You don't see any other Valdorans.
I turn to Wexel and I'm like, when you were shown what we were to do, are you aware of anything that occurs in here or where we should be heading?
There are some things here. This layer, this realm, if I was to describe it as it was told to me by the Chronomancer, it would be like this is like the realm of power. This is like where his power is from. It's where it flows from him. It's also where it's kind of like we're definitely deeper inside his ego. And I wasn't told what it was, but the Chronomancer said there is a way to go from here directly to Dragano, into like the inner ego, to self. But I don't think he even knew how. Otherwise, he probably would have told me. And if we don't, we'll have to keep traveling to get there.
So my question now is, we have 5 orbs.
Yes.
4 look like they're depleted. 1 looks like it's full. Why is this one full?
I don't think it's depleted. I think he didn't have the energy to fill them. I think that he
probably ran out of spells, ran out of magic, ran out of power.
Well, when he absorbed Botorius, right? Did the power went into him, not into the orb, correct?
Right.
So
Correct. I think you might be right. We might need to refill these orbs in order to get out of here, to get to where we want to go. He was looking to use us as a battery in order to do that. We have no battery, but we have each other. And maybe that is what we need to do.
Wait, but was he storing Botorius's power in an orb or in himself?
In himself, he was using it to repower himself. The energy of Botorius is not in this orb.
What is in the orb?
Can I see
Earth.
the one that is full?
It's floating around me now.
I pass Tom the empty one, and I take the full one.
Okay. It goes into orbit around you.
I want to try to connect with it using pure connection as well,
Come with
and
me,
see what I can learn
you'll
from it.
see.
Okay, make a roll. Achieve above 20.
This is a will or
Mhm.
knowledge.
No, it's knowledge.
Okay, I rolled an 8.
Okay.
But my knowledge is a 12. So
That's
that's
a
a
20.
20. I get a +2 for the shares.
So I'll give you
That's
one
22.
question. If you rolled higher, I'll give you more questions, just so you know.
Okay.
You want to keep that?
Um,
Every 5 higher, I'll give you a second question.
What do you think? Do you think I should re-roll it?
Yes. Do you think?
Roll
Wait,
it?
well, do you have two good questions?
I don't even have one right now.
I would if I were you.
Okay, I'll re-roll it and I'll work the questions out as I go.
Okay, good. Let's roll lower.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, your one's counted as 20s. It counts. It's a natural 20. I will give you 5 questions. It's the max I will give you. 5 yes or no
Whoa.
questions.
Man,
I'm only going to give you. I know you guys has gone for a long time. I'm going to give you a max of 4 minutes to ask me. Go ahead.
Okay. Do I have to ask about this particular orb? Correct. Like the question has to be related to this particular orb. All right.
Yes, that's one question down.
Ha ha.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So the first question is: does this orb work in conjunction with the other 4 orbs?
Yes.
Okay. Does this orb draw power from the other orbs?
No. Three more.
Can I ask them if they have anything? Do you guys have?
Yeah, they can help you.
Can the orb help us? Can this orb help us fill the other orbs?
That's yeah.
I figured I would send it to you, Vin, and you would give the yay nay.
Oh, I just assumed. All right.
Yes, yes, and I'm going to say yes and no. It can assist you, but it's not required.
Okay.
What about, can we ask them,
25 experience time.
can,
Yes and no.
can we ask, can the empty orbs be refilled at the other temples?
Then you approve?
I am not going to approve that one because we know that the questions can only be based off of this orb. Like, it's not going to give us information for the other orbs.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, unless somebody
Yeah.
has feelings otherwise, then I'll ask it.
I
If
agree.
you want to use 2 questions, I'll answer a question on any orb.
Well, that's it. That would be the last 2.
Okay, so if we're going to use the last 2 for one question on the other orbs, I'm gonna put this out to the group first. Do you think we should ask if the orb needs to be replenished at the particular temple that it belongs to?
Yeah.
What do you think about that question?
And while you're thinking of that, this is coming in from Derek. He's suggesting some questions for you. Does the power of the
Sure.
orbs come from the temples? Does the power of this orb come from a temple?
I feel
Well,
like
didn't you
I
say-
already, I feel like
Yeah.
I already know, like, I already have a sense that the power of the orb comes from, like, a power that Drogano has, and this orb is kind of almost like a ego world representation that allows us to tap into it. That's my sense of that. So I don't know if we want to. I don't know if it's important for us to track down like the power sources or not. Beyond that, I just want to throw that out there as a piece of info.
I thought you already
Um,
said that it was filled from the other.
What about-
temple.
Wait, we asked if this orb will help us get out of here already, right? We asked that, or was that one of the random things we were just talking about? I forgot if that was a question or not now.
No, I don't think you asked that.
I didn't hear it.
Maybe we should ask that. Can this orb be used to lead us to the next layer where Dragano is?
Yes.
All right, so we got one more question.
Can you use this orb?
I know I can. I know I can with a little time. I can.
All right.
Vin knows because he's a channeler that he has specific abilities to use things like this.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Should be able to
All
use.
right.
Aren't you glad we gave you that one?
Glad I called that guy. All right.
Derek says he had to make the orbs from something to contain something. The power you guys can gain if you can take it from the temples.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I got one more question. What do you guys want to hit it with? Anything in particular?
60 seconds to ask it.
How?
What if you
let's
ask
see.
it if it's specifically filled with a person's power?
What, like repeat that one more time? Like, be specific about what you're trying to.
Like
Get across.
like the way he took Botorius's power into himself. Did he take someone else's power and store it in the orb? Is that what we're seeing it's filled with?
No, the orb. We know the orbs are elemental power.
Okay.
We know that. We know that the orbs are elemental powers.
And we got to kind of narrow down how to fill them, right?
Yes. Can you ask a question about that? Like, how do I fill up another orb? How was this one filled?
How
Yes or no?
if the orb was depleted, how would I fill the orb?
It's
So
not
yes
a
or
yes
no?
or no.
How about,
Wait,
do you have the ability to fill an orb up?
Do any of us have the ability to fill an orb up?
How about asking like where? Wessel says. Like, can you fill it at that temple? That would just kind of.
Can the temple? Can the orb be refilled at the temple?
Yes.
Okay, so now
Right, there we go.
we know that for 100%, and that's 5.
All right. So it's now a decision about which temple to go to.
But when we get there, look at what we have to contend with.
Yes, well, they all look scary.
But do we have the power to contend with that? Is the question.
I don't know if we have a choice. I think that it's the only way forward.
Everybody roll a perception check.
That's under knowledge,
Survival.
survival.
23.
I rolled a 19. It's a 27.
One.
25.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
nice.
funny. So Holgar, first, you get a weird sense. You look over, and you see creatures now from the earthen temple are traveling towards your position.
What do they look like?
Some look like monsters, like made of rock, and some are like lizards.
Are they flying?
No, not that you see. Just running across the ground.
Okay. Guys, there are some earth elemental monsters coming from the temple this way.
We need to gather up the rest of the orbs.
Well, they're here. They're just floating around me now.
Oh, they just float around us. All of them?
Once you take them, you can drop them in orbit around you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll pull the others that are empty, and take them with me.
And remember, there's 5 that you stated before around you, and there are 4 temples.
Well, there's one that's filled and there's 4 empties, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one that I was messing with before, that I was holding. I want to see if it has any connection to the elementals themselves that are coming near us. I want to like concentrate into the orb and see like if it's drawing them to us, if it's got any type of sway over it.
Roll knowledge check. Above a 20.
I rolled a 1 again.
Oh
Wow,
my
okay.
god.
Wow.
I'll gladly show it to you if you want.
Okay, so I'll give you an informative and direct answer. Something has changed since you've killed this guy, and now they can detect the orb. So now they're seeking it out and they want it back.
Right. Okay. So
You believe he was shielding it.
They're detecting the orb that was filled.
yeah, I wouldn't worry about the empty one. Right, like use the one that's filled with earth to turn those things away. You can use these things quickly.
I was wondering if maybe I could absorb them into the orb and maybe repower
Right.
the orb without having to actually go to the temple.
But we have one that is powered. This orb already controls the earth. Whatever is in that temple, if it's filled up, it's probably not an earth elemental that's trapped there. It's probably some other thing.
You, I'll tell you this though, you do believe if you use the orb, this is off your natural 20. If you use the orb in any way, you're going to start to diminish the power of the orb. Right now, the orb seems to be 100%. It's full.
And I relay that information to them. I'm like, if we need this to escape from here, we cannot diminish this. We need to harness the power of this to get us out of here.
Very well. Well then,
I look to Wexel again, and I'm like, are we to find his crystal again here and touch it, and move on, or is it?
Everything I pretty much told you. There is one other thing I didn't tell you, but that involves the last realm, the realm of self, where he is. I don't know if it's relevant right now, but I am going to say this: I can use my magic and stay here and perhaps shield the orbs and keep them off of us. It's going to use up all my magic to do this, but I can. It's a good way I can help, at least help us in that way.
You can take them off their radar.
Yeah, shielding it, that's easy. I can alter the magic so that it comes off different and it'll make it invisible to them.
All right.
But we still need it to move on. I mean,
but if you have to get the other ones, you don't need it now.
So you'll stay here.
Right, we don't need the earth one. We need the empty ones.
Right.
The earth one's called to them. So Wexley, you'll stay here with it?
I'll stay here with Pretorius, I guess, too, because he's not going anywhere.
Right. Okay.
I'll bring Pretorius to the top. I'll shield all of us, and I'll just keep the spell going.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I guess that's. I'm just afraid that we're going to deplete ourselves going to these towers and trying to refill these orbs.
Well, that sounds like the trap, isn't it? That's why this creature who's so powerful got trapped here. And look, we're going to fall into the same trap. Because after a while, we're going to be exhausted. And something about this place only takes, it seems. It doesn't give. I'm going to stay back here and protect Pretorius and Wexley.
All right, Bludgy. Okay. All right. So let's go somewhere else.
All right, so I take the 4 depleted orbs.
Okay, they circle around you.
Where do we begin?
Not the Earth place, because we'd have to go through an army of monsters.
I mean, you can see them all from here. Every one of them has an army of monsters.
Right.
Right. Am I correct to
they're
say that,
out.
Tony?
They're out in the.
Each of them have their denizens. When and while you're doing this, Wexel goes to the top, starts casting some magic, and you can see the creatures kind of stop and become confused, and they stop chasing you guys.
Right. I just mean they're out. I mean, maybe if you want to try and maybe we can go now quickly while they're out in the open, and try and travel there by their mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could just think our way there, and it might be unguarded.
Let's try it.
Okay.
Where are you thinking your way to?
The Earth.
To the Earth Temple. Well, since if we're trying to end run around these guys, like where they're out in the field, maybe be easier to get in there.
Okay. Roll a d20. The highest roll is the most accurate. So, if, for example, a natural 20, as we've had a lot of these rolls today, this was the anything day roll. Natural 20 would bring you right to the 17. Center of the Earth and Temple.
17 for me.
19.
Oh my God.
No.
A 1.
I want to see it now. I want to see it again.
You did not roll a 1.
Is that a 1 or 20? 20.
It's a 20.
Is that Franken's die?
Yep.
Wait a sec. Nice.
I'm a bitch.
Wait,
That's why you're rolling 20s like crazy, because it's in the hands of Vin, who's
Actually,
He was
no,
rolling ones.
No.
He's been rolling ones.
I was rolling a lot with this one. I actually just threw that one for like maybe the 3rd time tonight. I've been rolling this one.
Did we just roll 17, 18, 19, 20?
Oh, you might have.
Me?
I was.
No.
Oh, yes.
19.
Yes.
Oh yeah. We got
I rolled
to
So-
straight.
You guys start focusing, all the 4 of you start focusing on the Earthen Temple, and you all disappear. All of a sudden, you appear. You're underground, and there's temple walls around you, and it just goes up. It's imagine you're the bottom of a mine shaft, except the shaft is much wider, and it's probably about 50 feet by 50 feet, and it goes up real high. About 100 feet up is this giant crystal, like rotating, and in front of you, forming up, is this giant rock monster, and it goes like yells at you, and just starts smashing the ground, and goes to smash you guys. And that is where we're gonna stop for today.
Hey. Oh.
I did as much as I possibly could this week, folks. It's all on
Oh
you
my
next week.
God.
That's pretty amazing. Vin, you were awesome.
Yes, that was a lot of heavy lifting from Vinny today. Guys, that was the end of the Audio Dungeon episode. This was season 2 of Iron Kingdom, episode 6, The Dungeon, and it was very interesting. Some sadness for me, some great moments for them. We had a little Garfield today, that was nice, and some amazing rolls from Vinny Pro. So don't go anywhere right now, because we are going to be back in a few minutes. We're going to go live on for our after show, and we're going to unravel this amazing episode and to see what's ahead for us as we get closer and closer to the heart of Dragano. So guys, stick right there. Don't go anywhere, and we will see you soon. Todd, take it away. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to Audio Dungeon's After Show Dungeon Talk. Today we just played Celestial War of the Iron Kingdom, and the episode 6 was called The Dungeon. And this episode was an interesting one. Tom, we're joined by the Patreon members and plus of our crew. Tom, take it away. What is the meaning of this episode's name besides the obvious?
Hey, Tony, when you talk about it, you're really talking about the dungeon inside of us all,
Right.
and how we. so, I'll say it. I mean, obviously, you had the fact that we were doing, like a dungeon crawl through Dragano's mind, which is bizarre in and of itself. But I think on a second level, you had the hidden dungeon, if you will, that Bludgy kind of referred to. Like the whole thing is a trap, and like.
Right.
I kept thinking of, I made a passing reference to it, and you referenced Dragon's Mountain as well, right? And like, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't played Dragon Mountain, but towards the end, like right before you get to the end, right, there's like a room, like a hallway or something like that, and it's like very weirdly looking, and it's designed for you to just waste spells to try and figure out what's going on. There's not really anything there. And I feel like everything here is designed to drain you as much as possible. So even if you can get to Drogano, you'll have nothing left. And I feel like that's the second level of meaning I saw to the dungeon, the title.
That is exactly what's going on here. As I mentioned last week, we finally said it in game through Wexel, but 100% this whole level is about surviving, getting to the next level without being able to rest, without being able to really recuperate at all. So it is absolutely what's going on. And as we talked about it last week, it is the dungeon, like running through the minds of Dragano. You guys are the entity, like a parasite running through the neuron running through his pathways of the brain, in a sense. And in this level, as you're seeing it, you're seeing that those pathways connect you to different things. And as you saw, because of you were pulled in there by a higher being. Would you have gotten there without him? Or did it take that higher being to pull you through to the heart of the level? So he pulled you out of like the pathways into the main part of the level to take from you and to kill you and to abuse you. I cannot believe that no one died today. Because I thought it was going to be Dan for a second. I thought somebody was going to go, and it just didn't happen. You brought him down. He had a cool name, and he was very powerful.
I thought about that name for a week. God damn it!
I did think about that name for a week. So but that's what happens. You guys, for the first time you guys made a deal, and you have to face them, and then I was like, they have no idea that the other ones are they went ahead, and here he is again. Here they are again, and here's the leader, and no big deal, right? Vinny just natural 20s him death.
Sorry,
Vinny. I have a question for Vinny. Do you feel good about yourself?
Oh yeah.
Do you think you're a good person? The second question.
Oh, I know I'm a good person.
Okay, great. Just curious. Just want to know.
I enjoy making you cringe. You don't know that by now?
Oh, I definitely know. So what did you guys take away? We saw a lot of things in this episode. We saw Voltorius get taken over and dominated. Damien, I don't know if Damien's watching
He's
today.
Be pissed.
He is not going to be happy.
Man, I think it's the biggest thing that happened this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell
Is
yeah.
that you took the tank of your group, wiped out all of his abilities. He's on the floor, and he took away his axe, and such a huge power player that now has, I don't know what he's going to do going forward.
Oh, I mean, regardless of the axe or not, I mean, he's wiped just from getting drained.
Yeah, he was right from the guy, yeah.
Whatever makes you feel better, Vin.
No. I know he's gonna be pissed. I know it for a fact.
Scroll's gonna go back to Smithy's and wait till this all blows over. That's just
He's like, so where's the
Go
nearest
Heinz.
bar? If he doesn't watch the episode, I think it's gonna have him wake up, and he's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
with Wexel, not knowing what's going on,
Lex will be like, "Hey," and
Oh, God.
it'll be interesting. So he might watch it though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it
He
goes.
usually watches the episodes. I guarantee he's going to watch it.
He might watch it. I can see him watching it. Yeah. So
I think we may have heard from him already if he was watching live.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
he'll
not
watch
live,
it
like-
sometime during the week if he does. He'll
Oh,
put
I
the
would have.
picture.
If he was watching live, I would have got a text butt from him by now. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Never take a dwarf's axe. That's like
It's
rule number
gone.
one.
It's like gone.
Well,
Well, it's not even gone because all his power is in Vin. It's even worse. It's one thing was just gone.
it's not really gone. It might be able to come back. I don't know. That's something to be foreseen in the future.
I gotta say, man, I wouldn't even tell him. Nobody else knows. Nobody else knows what you did, other than the like you know that you broke the axe, but you gotta tell anybody that you took the power. I wouldn't
wow.
say it.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't even thinking about that, but
If he comes back and none of you want to tell him and nobody tells him, then he'll never know unless he watches.
I mean, there was this guy that he totally ignored in the ocean a long time ago.
The funny thing is that he won't know in game, so you could just be like, nope, don't know what happened.
Yeah, I
don't
have
you
no
have it?
idea.
Where is it? Did you lose it?
I know I didn't see what happened, so.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
That's right. So as Skro is realizing that he doesn't have his axe, that would be in game when Bo is realizing he doesn't have his axe.
Right. I mean, it depends on. It all depends on if Skro watches the episode or not. If he doesn't
Tell
watch
him
it,
not to watch it.
Oh man.
okay. You know, I'll text them. I'll text them tonight or tomorrow and say don't watch the episode,
Oh
Okay,
God.
okay.
so that he can come back and then you guys can do whatever you want. And fans who are watching right now, don't tell him.
Aw.
Damien doesn't know.
Don't tell Skro. Skro doesn't know.
So, Brooke, how did you like this episode?
Oh God. I don't know. It was. It's. The mimic part was fun. You know, my brain's hurting a little bit trying to
mean
figure
the
out all
Wemmick?
this other stuff. The Wemmick, yeah.
I didn't say it. So I'm so proud of myself. I said "weh" one time, and I was like "weh" mimic.
Wait.
Mimic.
Yeah,
Brooke,
I'm just.
you gotta start getting rid of the anxiety, Brooke. Enjoy the game.
I am enjoying it. I'm trying to figure out, like the puzzle aspect, and as far as getting rid of the anxiety, I don't know if maybe Relic can take it next game.
I can absorb your powers too if you like.
Just the anxiety. That's good. Let me take that. No, I'm enjoying it. I really am. I just feel like these freaking I can't figure these but Veldari out. And,
Valdoria.
Veldorian, yeah. And I don't know.
So
I'm confused a bit because I feel like when we were in the mental realm, I feel like I was just starting to get a hang of it, and maybe like, okay, maybe we could do something. And I still kind of feel like we could, obviously we can manifest stuff, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have to keep trying things. That's all.
yeah. So you do know in this level you're not able to manifest like you were in the other one, but I did allow you to do it with a natural 20.
To try it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this was the anything's possible realm. So it's interesting. So you guys went from the battling the mimics, and then turned around, and then the whole quest shifted because now you have a possessed Skro. What were your thoughts? I guess we'll give it to Dan, who hasn't spoken much yet. What were your thoughts on switching gears and walking through that door, and then facing and seeing Moglodon?
This whole thing with Moglodon, it's making me think that, like we were saying before, this whole thing is just designed to suck all of our powers away, and it's worked so well that these guys have been stuck here forever. And like they have no, I think they're trying to figure out a way like to to gain power so they can move forward. Like and like at the end of the day, he's sitting here saying like, "Oh, I know this place. I can take you through it. I can tell you what to do." But at the end of the day, I think these guys have just been stuck here. So like, I don't know. I mean, we could learn what they've learned, but they don't know how to move on. They don't know how to move forward. I think they've just used all their powers, and they're stuck here. And like, I think that's the implication is that's our fate. But we got to figure something out.
That's probably a good bet because that falls in line with what Vinny has learned and the questions asked.
Mhm.
It also kind of if you guys put in what happened last week, it also kind of fits in what you noticed. Remember when you went to the council of the Valdorans? It was all the empty chairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was-
Yeah,
it was
I was
bad.
waiting for them to pop up. Yeah.
Right. So all the rest of them went through to try to ascend and get out. They were on. I can tell you now, which was really ruining the story. The Valdorans is a sense of them on a mission, trying to get to the higher and higher levels of the ego.
When you say higher, right? Like, do you mean like towards the edge or towards like?
No, towards self. The edge.
Ascension wise.
Yeah, ascension wise. It's if you think of it like a disc, the outer parts would be like insanity, madness, hopelessness, which you guys didn't have to go through.
Yes,
because
they want to go. They want to go towards the center. Gotcha.
Right. So you guys stopped basically in fear because you guys have fear within you, and that's been a part of your quest, and as far as you were able to go when you first entered. So then you guys are going deeper and deeper. Now you're in a level of like power, and you're very very close to the center, as told by Wexel. And there's also that Easter egg. There's also a way for you guys to skip and go right to self. After this, you would have to figure it out.
After the one town, after all these, hold on, just after this realm alone.
It's possible that you can skip any realms after this and go directly to self.
Okay. We can just okay. Are you gonna tell us if we guess how we could do it?
No.
Okay.
But you can hopefully get some idea that makes sense to you that goes, oh my God, that would work. So, yeah. Dan, tell us about your feud with Bludgy, or Bludgy's feud with you.
Yeah, as soon as I stabbed that guy, I knew he was gonna have something to say about it.
Did you really?
Yeah. He's just being annoying. He's just I don't know, like
Just clinging to the past, this guy.
he's just being a jerk. Like like we're past it. We got past it. Don't go back to it.
But you are saying, to be fair, you're the one that killed him, and you're saying we're past it. Yeah, we're past it. It's over. It's all good. But he, this is a guy who just had to kill his own father, and he's also coming. He's trying to come to the. He's working with you, which kind of shows you that he's dealing with it. But he sees what you did as stupid. He's like, because in his line of work as a thief, like if you got a guy who knows information, that's more valuable than anything. This guy's dead on the floor, looks like he's gonna die. Yeah, put the knife to his throat in his mind. He's like, but ask the guy a question. Finally get the information. And then maybe, yeah, sure, betray him. But get the information.
But these are like beings we have never seen before. He has no idea. He could have, if Hogar touched him, or if he touched Hogar, he could have drained his power in a moment. Like that's not a risk we're willing to take.
Maybe. That's absolutely. But from Bludgy's perspective, it's like this place is so beyond all of you guys that if there's a guy here that obviously has the information and there's a chance to get that information, that's more valuable than being stuck here or going through whatever they're going through for so long. So he sees it as valuable, and he sees Hogar, and now after seeing Hogar today, you can see in his reactions that he's just like, Hogar is just an idiot with a sword. And just moving forward and just killing it. Stop trying to solve things by killing people. There's no intelligence there. There's no depth. That's why he went off, because he killed me, and look, he's doing the same thing now.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about his father, and he's dealing with stuff.
Hold up, Dan. Someone's got an echo.
I fixed it, Tony. It was
Oh.
the Phoenix thing.
Okay. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I was gonna say he you're right about like him going through stuff and killing his father. Like I may have to find a way to realize that in game and sit down and talk to him about it. But you know, as far as this one in particular, I don't like like this guy clearly said the reason I want you guys to go through to the next level is because I want your powers. I want to drain you of your powers. That's why you're here, and that's why I'm bringing you here. So like, and again, like he's right too that this place is so far beyond anything we imagined. But so are these guys. So are these people. Like, and like Brooke said, like I don't know what this guy's capable of. Like I just saw him totally take control of Botorius. And all he did was say, if you don't do what I tell you, I'm going to kill him. I have control over him. I'm going to kill him.
And
It's
before
like,
then,
there's no way I could leave this guy alive.
and
Absolutely.
before then, it was like if you gave them the wrong answer, that's it. It's like it's very. There's really no reasoning with them. It seems from the experience we've had with them so far.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah, this is literally both are valid, and it's just two sides of the coin. One is it's just if this was a board game, I would go kill the bad guy or risk to get more information. And which one's right? Neither. Or both.
well, I feel also maybe Bludgy never had a relationship where he would ever had to have chosen between someone he actually cared about. That he had a brotherhood or like a family relationship with. So his dad is dad's douche. We know that, and I'm sure, and he knew that.
Yeah. The only way to appease his father was to like do what his father wanted, and it's only what his father what he wanted. It wasn't about Bludgy, and Bludgy has to live on his wits. You know, Bludgy is always living trying to figure out the next way to get through, and when you kill that guy, that triggers something in Bludgy. It's like you killed the thing that was the golden ticket to figure everything out. You know, and Bludgy probably would have got it from him, maybe lied to him about working with him, and sure it does what he wants, and probably would have killed him. You know, so he has no gripes about the fact that Holgar killed him or not. Completely, no, you know, his morals are not there for that. He's just like he just thinks the strongest person is going to survive the situation, but he just thinks that's just like Holgar oafing his way to the top. He sees it like you're in this incredibly complex intellectual trap in the mind of a great powerful being, and Holgar is just hacking and slashing his way through. And so he's just like, you know, am I crazy here? Like that's kind of his feeling. And yes, he's dealing with the loss of his father, the fact that he made a sacrifice, and almost like dealing with the fact that I was strong enough to make that sacrifice. And again, that translates into another reaction and explodes on Holgar because Holgar couldn't wait 1 second to hold back and ask an intelligent question, but just gave into an impulse in Bludgy's perspective. Tom, what do you think?
Well, I was, you know, when I guess the strong words were passed between the two of them, I was like, this is, to me, it felt like another, I don't know, like almost like an inadvertent influence of Drogano. Like we have a very fragile, like peace happening between the parties here. Like there's definitely big fault lines. Obviously, like I joked before, like, and you had mentioned it. You know, Holgar did kill Bludgy one time in the past, right? And Bludgy's trying to get past that. He's trying to move on. He reminds me a little bit of like, of Samuel L. Jackson at the end of Pulp Fiction, where he's like, I'm trying to like put this life behind me and move on to do something else, but like, you keep just rubbing in my face about like why I shouldn't be doing that or whatever. And I guess in character, my biggest concern was just like, don't let this boil over. Like there's a time to vent and let off steam, and there's a time not to do that. And this is the time not to do that. It's not the time to like we don't need to get this stuff out before we can hash this out after we face Dragano. We really need to mind our P's and Q's, which is why when Bludgy said like I'll stay here too, I was like, maybe that's for the best. Maybe we just need to cool out for a little bit.
Yeah, it also feels like that he'll be feeding off of that too.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine that there's a potential for like just the negativity to kind of like work against us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tricky. And Bludgy did stay behind because he's just like you know if they're gonna do things like this, let them do it on their own, and I'll do something where I know I could be of use and be smart about it. You know, like you don't have to count other people. It's kind of him going back to his roots. Like I don't have to count on anybody. I'll sit back here. I'll defend. You know, protect them, and you know, do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Bludgy as a companion overall in this adventure?
You know me, I'm biased. It's the best.
I mean, like, is he helpful? Is he a plus that he's a part of the adventure?
So far, yeah. I mean, he was taking
Yeah.
out those mimics with no problem.
Yeah, he also spotted a lot of traps too. He's been working you guys through the dungeon parts.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think we
he's good
need
to have.
Yeah.
someone with his mindset of things. We're all kind of like the characters in this quest are all kind of like point and shoot kind of characters. Like where we look at a problem and we address it head on, and we need somebody who's like reminding us about, hey, information might be good. And it was the same thing when we first went to the city in the other layer, and he's like we should be. This is not how you go about like attacking. Like, why don't you do some reconnaissance? Why don't you find out about it? Why don't you ask people questions about things? And like, it's a good character to have, and I think it's also, I don't know. I feel like it's almost like a good reminder for all of us about like hey, like, he's more like obviously he's very skilled, but he's more of a regular person than the rest of us are. So it's a
Right.
reminder of like, you know, what you're fighting for.
He's an underdog
You know?
in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You know,
He's an
he's
underdog that doesn't even want the light that he has in him now. I don't think. I think he looks at it as like a burden.
It's interesting. I almost would say that he feels like he's kind of stuck right now
Yeah.
because he's brought back to life. Didn't realize he was dead, and then now he feels like he's stuck on this quest that he's just like, you know, forget it all. Like I don't know. I'll do this and whatever if it's for good, and I'm somehow deemed to be good enough or I'm worthy of it, and we win, and if we lose, whatever. He's kind of like in a dangerous state of mind right now, which
Nothing to lose. Yeah.
which, yeah, he's in like, well, he's in a whatever mood, or whatever mode. You know, if we win, we win. We lose, and whatever. And that's kind of like when he got to the point of seeing his father, it hit him in a strange way, but he's in whatever mode, and he's like, so you tell me we can't go on because this prick in his own mind is stopping me again, and what am I going to do? Live here in this weird place and try to serve him? None of it would add up to him, and that's, you know, from the time he spent there in like the hours, or, you know, the 6 hours that he was there. He's like, what am I going to do? Inherit this kingdom? What am I going to do? Be a part of it? Be under his thumb again in some weird afterlife? He goes, no, I'm done. That's why that death came easier than it would have been in the real world in the past for him. So, what about Wexel? How's Wexel as a companion in this weird dimension?
Well, Wexel as a companion all the time is terrific. Obviously, I feel like he's been very useful. Like he's helped us get out of certain things, and he's got information for us, and all the rest of that stuff. I also think it's a, I don't know, Wexel in some ways to me, even though he's aligned himself with bad guys from time to time, and he's done things probably that he regrets in the cause of a larger mission. He reminds me of like an innocent, you know, his outlook on things, and like his I don't know, his general positivity, and like that's been a boon as well. that have that kind of like aw shucks guys kind of vibe about him.
He's like a teenage kid that's trying just to appease everybody.
He's definitely very young for his age. He's kind of like a Shazam in a sense, a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Let's talk about the quest. You guys are getting closer. You theoretically could be in the last realm before fight with Dragano. Or it could be a while. What do you think is going to happen as we go forward? Let's start with this realm. You know, you have to fill these orbs up. Apparently, that's what it looks like. How do you think this is going to go? Does it take somebody's life? Do we have our first death?
It already almost did.
Who's dead?
It already almost did. Victorious.
Yeah, very true. But he's alive.
Yeah.
I can't. I was actually talking about this a little bit, like on the chat we had yesterday with some of our Patreon members. I don't see how we get out of this without like party members dying. I don't think that's. I think the stakes are too high, and I think it's too difficult. I think that that it almost. I don't think it's a necessity. I don't think like it's going to be a trap where it's like, one of you must shed their blood or whatever. I don't think it's going to be that blatant. I just feel like we've been lucky, or like found creative ways, for lack of a better term, to get around some stuff. But like eventually, I think Bill is going to come through. I think that before we get to Dragano, we won't be a full party.
I fear that like we're gonna have to possibly like kill, like we'd be possibly forced to kill or sacrifice each other, or at least one of us. I don't know. That I don't like.
I have a really bad feeling you guys are gonna have to kill Wetzel again.
Richard.
Yes.
No.
It's just that background feeling you have that Wetzel knows so much, but he's not telling you something. You kind of feel as though it's the last step to get there is you have to do this. And it's something he doesn't want to confront himself and tell you because you guys won't want to do it, but he'll put it in a position where you have to kill him. And it's going to be absolutely traumatic for you all. And if it wasn't that way, Tony might now make that the reason.
You never know.
Or what if you have to replace Dragono with Wexel?
Wexel is the new evil in Andaria?
No, Dragono gets, like whatever Dragono is gets knocked aside and Wexel takes his place as a new star.
Think of it like
Oh my god.
when Raistlin took out, when Raistlin won, back in Dragonlance Saga, he replaces him. Replaces the Queen of Darkness with him. So they're still alive, but their power is so diminished they can't do anything anymore. What I want to know is, can you guys, because you're in his ego, can you actually diminish Dragano's power of his physical form, so when you have to face that eventually, he doesn't have all his abilities, all his power, all his strength, so he's easier to defeat, create a weakness.
Yeah, I just feel like we just don't know like
I don't know,
enough specifically about the rules, how things work here. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Experimentation never hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good point, and you're never going to know until after you talk to the DM.
What's the worst that can happen?
What if Wexel's wild magic? Say you did replace Dragono with Wexel. What if it's Wexel's wild magic that is what is needed to unlock the rest of the solar system and the rest of Andaria to you guys to explore? that crazy burst of wild magic to undo everything.
Undo everything?
Or to repower Andaria, so the wild magic is the opposite to normal magic, so it was able to undo stuff.
I thought for a moment that maybe Andaria was in that orb.
Well, I mean, just remember, even Tony has said that you guys have never even seen all of Andaria itself. The maps we've seen aren't all of Andaria.
Right.
That's true.
It's interesting because after all this time, you guys haven't even traveled around that whole map. You've traveled maybe about 30-40% of it. Maybe.
That's it?
Yeah, I would say so. It may be, I guess, 40%. You haven't been to all the cities near Arlight. You've been to 2 cities above. There's tons of island cities you haven't been to. You haven't been to the whole, and you haven't been to anything on the bottom of the map except for Holgar. Now, you were in one of the Beastborn cities.
Right.
You haven't been over to
Collector's Realm.
You haven't been to the Collector's Realm. You haven't been to the Queen's Realm on the right side of the map, in the west, the east rather. There's a lot you guys haven't seen. It always circles from home, Sunken City, out to the Red City. From there a bit, and then either underground or just the quest takes place much around Sunken City as the heart of the campaign.
And not even, that's not even counting the dark. I mean, it's quite funny that the vampire characters have probably seen more of the world than what the player characters have.
I'm starting to think the main characters aren't actually you guys, but the cities you've been traveling to.
The cities themselves?
Yeah.
That's why they keep coming back on. Yeah, I mean, I think that we've been busy, and there has been a lot of time for sightseeing. But yeah, hopefully we win, and we're able to use the rest of that map, and see some of those places and what they're like after we defeat Dragono.
That's the new characters. These ones all go into retirement.
No, not an option.
I don't know, man. I feel real old.
Aw,
I don't feel you.
you are.
I feel like if Findelar makes it out, he'll be fine with being Chronomancer who sits in the tower and dispenses wisdom for those people who go travel to him.
The curmudgeonly old man waving his cane at the kids on his lawn.
Well, get
Wait.
some of that
So
Chronomancer
Tom was the
mystery
old
back.
man in the tower with the boy?
No.
Oh my God, this guys with that one old man.
Oh man, he's like a terror.
That guy
He's
that guy was the biggest mind F. I won't say the word. Mind F in the whole world, and it just nestled inside of all your brains. And like Rob, especially Rob cannot get over that whole thing. He's still like upset about it, or just can't.
You still
get it.
can't sit around a fire to this day.
He's just like, but what? But that guy was real. Well, like he wasn't real, but he was his grandson. They had that whole story.
Oh, yeah, they were eating stew.
Right. I think it just felt so right, but it was so not real, and it just messed everybody so hard. So funny.
It was like I think the only moment where it was like here it's like you were introducing peace into the game, and it's the only time that happened, and we were like, whoa, and then you were like, nah. It's like something peaceful just for the sake of something being peaceful. And it was like, no, can't happen. I think that's why it sits with us.
So funny.
Now, Tony, I need to give you a compliment from my wife. She watched the show probably for about the third time ever, and she's hooked on it. But she
Oh,
said
great.
that the look on your face when your nice evil character was killed was absolutely, the devastated look you had was just brilliant. She said that it was just, the look you had was just so pure, and the devastation of it all was just, she just went, oh my God, it's so real.
Did you say this is somehow a compliment to me that I was very upset?
Oh no, how amazing you were with the fact of how much emotion you portrayed just from one simple look. She goes, it was fantastic. She goes, it's just one of those things. She goes, he's just so passionate about it. It's wonderful. So, yeah.
The passion by crushing defeat. Yes, there's times over the years that like you make these characters, and when I'm writing them up, I'm like, okay, this is cool. I'm like, okay, this is gonna happen. And I know I have moments planned, and I have his personality. I practice voice. I practice a whole bunch of things. My wife downstairs before the show was like, "Are you talking to yourself?" And I was like, "I'm just going over his monologue." And I had a thing, I had a joke that he was going to keep doing that I didn't even get to do it, because he would have traveled with you as Votorius. He would have went forward and did it, and then either would have made some weird alliance with you guys, and would have kept talking to you. And I'm not even going into it, but all fun things.
Yeah,
you're lost. You're a lost guy. Is what I'm trying to say.
I don't
You're
think
lost.
so.
All your losses. You'll never
I
get
don't
to be.
doubt we made the right move.
Yeah,
Tony,
friendship you'll never get.
You introduced a bad guy who they could kill instantly, and you gave him a monologue.
He got killed by natural 20s, Derek.
That's what I'm saying, is you introduced a guy that you gave them the opportunity to kill instantly, and you gave him a monologue. I don't see where you didn't see this coming.
I don't think he expected me to use the orb the way I did.
Well, that's the point, is you never expect it, but you gave them the way to kill him instantly, and you gave him a monologue. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
I wasn't prepared for the 4 natural 20s that had been rolled to take him out.
Well, to be completely honest, 3 of them were ones.
Yeah,
at least 3 of them were ones.
So Tony, you actually have to blame Doug for this. Douglas
Kramer,
Kramer,
that's
'cause
it.
he's the one that set this all up by giving the ones with 20s.
You know what? You're right. Thanks, Doug.
Thank
You're the
you,
best.
Doug.
You're the best.
Actually, it was actually an episode of Super Zeros, and this was the villain at the end.
We just needed the
Dan's wrap up.
yeah, Dan's wrap up.
Oh yeah.
Next time, maybe you can have it as voiceover comes over, and that's what Dan can do.
Actually, Dan, could you do a news wrap-up of this?
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
Of Megalodon?
Yeah, as if this was a Super Zeros app.
Moglodon.
Megalodon.
At least get his name right.
I don't. Part of the whole thing is remembering what everybody did. I can't remember what everybody did.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Just do the
Make it
fire
make it.
blast and the death.
Do the what?
He wants you to do what you
Vinny's
remember.
fire blast. Yeah, just do whatever you can remember.
Oh man. Give me a minute.
Do the truffle shuffle. Do it.
Go ahead, talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes. Let me see if I can think of
Oh,
something.
Brock,
Dan's
Vin
got
chat.
notes right now.
Brock, my wife loved you channeling your inner Frozen.
Thank you.
That was perfect. It was perfect with the help of Vin and Tom. You were like, and what do I change the first word to? And they're like, this.
Well, because
And
I
you're
was
like,
gonna
"Oh."
say I was gonna say that, and then I was like, wait a minute. If I say this, and my hand isn't like pointed at the door, or you know how you always spell sometimes, man.
Well, yeah, you definitely have to point at the correct things.
Like, okay, that's an open door on the floor. Okay.
That was
But yeah,
great.
It was and I think my husband just got my daughter down at that point. She was like staying up because you can hear a lot, and I just heard it get quiet. I'm like, damn it! But this has to be done. I'm taking the hit. I don't care if she stays up. Forget it. If she hears me singing Disney, that's it. It's over.
She's like, "Oh, it's singing time, not
Oh,
sleepy time."
forget it. Yeah, that's all we do. I always stay up with her. We sing. We talk. That's when we have we call it girl talk before we go to sleep. We have a little girl talk, but we sing mostly.
That's
And
a
do
good
jokes.
song too. It's a very catchy song.
Yeah, I was looking forward to when I could use a Disney song.
That was I feel like that was because of how perfect the song was. The change was perfect. The use was perfect. That's a very big highlighted Bard moment for you.
Yeah, it was cool. I loved
What
it.
is to the fans? What is top Bard moment from Brooke that you can remember?
I would probably go the Red Knight one, where she did the hammer. That was my favorite one.
What did you sing, Brooke? Do you remember?
I can't remember the one she was saying, but it was the hammer time one basically. It was when she had all that power from the Red Knight.
I don't remember. Oh, oh damn it! It wasn't Here I Am, Rocking Like a Hurricane. No. Yeah, it was the hammer. That's right. I got all souped up.
Was it
Oh shit.
what's the song with the hammer in the title?
Sledgehammer.
What was it? Sledgehammer?
I wanna be. No, I don't think so.
Hammer time.
No. Oh damn
Hammer to Fall by Queen?
it. No.
I don't remember this.
I do remember good scene, Richard. Yeah, it was when I came out of the crystal and I was like all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
My favorite was when you sang when you guys were in the airship, and I forget the song. You probably remember, and then you basically said we raise you up, like.
Oh,
Yeah.
And we went up into the sky.
Right. Yeah. Whatever you say. All you did was propel you guys into space.
Yeah, that was awesome. I like that one.
Which was the song? The like it was one of the first times I think you used it, and it was you sang like 3 or 4 lines, and Tony just looked at you. He was like, "I only needed one line."
Yeah, I remember saying that to her because he was singing, like, trying to sing every line, put it in there. I'm like, one line.
Yeah.
One line.
Well, that was like one of the first times she used
and the
it. Oh my god,
yeah.
that was forever ago.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you told me
was
to sing 2 lines. You told me to sing 2 lines, and then you would use the 1 line. But
Right.
because the way the song was, I had to sing all 4 because it's just like, listen, you can't just sing 1 line in a song, and it's just not done. It's just not done. I hear it in my head all the time. I no.
Do you find yourself listening to songs right now? I'm like, ooh, I should save that.
I have a little playlist in my phone, yeah, that I'm like, okay, this could be good. This could be good.
Actually, Brooke, why have you never used the lines "You can't touch this" when fighting?
I don't know, because I like to fight. I don't know. That's a good one. Maybe I can use it.
That could be helpful.
Upcoming, yeah.
Well,
Thanks, Dave.
do you remember what the one you used against the necromancer was? Because I think didn't you use one? Was it before or after you took the eyes out? Or maybe you didn't use one at all. Someone else might remember, but I thought you did.
I don't think I used one on the necromancer. Oh,
We need to have somebody go through all these episodes and make
Yeah.
clips of, like, Brooke's best moments. Hogarth's kills. You know,
Yeah, I do want one of all the songs.
that would be
That
fun.
yeah, I have
Hogarth's
to.
prison visits.
Prison visits. Yeah.
You guys,
Those prison T-shirts.
you guys should do like almost on the Facebook Dan's reviews of the prisons as if he's like giving a hotel review.
Yeah, and the
I gotta do
food.
like in character as Hogar.
Yeah,
I joked about
exactly.
that a long time ago. Like you should do like Yelps for like the Yelp
prisons?
reviews for prisons.
Well, Dan, tell us right now, what was your favorite prison?
Oh, I would probably say Solst.
Oh yeah, because you had all the books and everything else, right?
Yeah, because I got to read, I got to learn stuff. They treated me pretty well,
How
I
could
guess.
you say Solst? It's got to be Queensland. I mean, you were hooking up with the Queen, for Christ's sake.
I was not
Really?
hooking
I
up
mean-
with the Queen when I was in.
But that wasn't really
Queensland.
a prison. He wasn't really in that. Well, yeah.
I was also fighting
he
for my
was.
life.
Yeah, yeah.
He's getting to second base on the daily. It was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say it was a
Nothing-
relationship with her, so it could have been considered a prison.
Nothing was happening between Hogar and the Queen. Okay, let's.
If the Queen stayed, would you be in
That's
a
what
long?
you're saying now.
What's that?
If the Queen stayed in Andaria, would you be in a long-term relationship?
Well, I was dead. No
Okay, so
joke.
if you,
Yeah, he was dead. That's
if-
right.
No, when we
if
both.
you were alive,
He just wants to know if you dig her, man.
yeah.
No, what
basically.
I was gonna say is because like she moved on, and Hogar died also. So like my thought in the afterlife was that Hogar was looking for the Queen.
I don't think she moved on.
Really?
She still had the hots for you.
Wait, you were looking for
No, she didn't move on from Hogar. That's not what I was saying.
Wait, Hogar is gonna look for her in the afterlife?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Because
God.
because think about what happened. Like she always had this weird fascination with Hogar, and he was just kind of like, okay, whatever. Like, I'll use it to my advantage when I can, but and then when he gave her the rose, and he finally, and that was her past, and that was his present,
Right.
and he finally realized like, oh, this is why she was always doing that. Like everything kind of clicked for Hogar, and then that's when he said, okay, like her feelings were genuine. So he like I always thought that in the afterlife he was looking for her.
Oh man. Got me. We gotta play that quest.
We
Maybe
still
we
don't know
will.
what happened in the afterlife. I have a Super Zeros if you guys are ready.
Oh yes.
God.
We'll end this episode on Super Zeros. Go for it.
Okay, Tony, we are here live in the inner mind of the evil Drogano, where the Blackwater Bandits will attempt to battle DM Hansen's most recent overpowered bad guy, Mogalodon. And there goes Hogar, running up the stairs. He's about to strike down Mogalodon in one blow, but oh, Tony! He's knocked down the stairs by the prodigious magical prowess of Mogalodon. But here comes Relic. He magics the orb to himself. And what's this? He's firing at Mogalodon through the orb. Oh, he doesn't stand a chance. He is down. Hogar finishes the job. Mogalodon is out. And Tony, another one of your well-laid plans goes directly out the window. All that work for nothing again. Tony, back to you.
F you, Dan. Thank you.
Another one of Tony's hard work feelings goes to waste.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Once again.
Incredible. That was great. Dan.
Mogalodon. You will be missed. Mogalodon.
Mogalodon. Go back
Anyone
to the
wanna
Mogalodon.
Anyone want to say any nice words about Mogalodon before we go? Go ahead, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Can we do a funeral for Mogalodon next week?
Oh my God.
Can't we spread his ashes?
I raise
with.
you up on eagle's wing. Mogalodon, you went too soon.
Not soon enough.
Make you to shine like the stars.
Drogano, you
And
Andaria. Please rise. I just want to say a couple of words about Moglodon.
I feel like I never even really knew you, Muglodon.
What is happening? Moglodon, the minute I saw you possessing my friend Votorius.
I remember when you possessed my heart. Ever since that day, I think I love you.
Those purple eyes, I know what it is to have purple eyes. And I felt like you were the only one that really knew me.
Even though you're gone, we'll always feel your presence in the absence of Botorius's axe.
And his stats.
May his axe be with you in the afterlife. God, you let the great star Dragano. Okay, that's a great way. I feel better now. That's a great way to end it.
You have closure now?
I do. I somehow feel like I've been to his funeral.
Hey, Tony, does your wife know how close you were to him? Can you talk to her about it?
She's gonna find out tomorrow, I think.
Can you talk to her about it?
Guys, can we do some funerals for some other villain characters next time?
Yes, I would love to.
Yes. I think that's a good recurring bit.
Well, next time we'll do it for Dragano soon.
No one ever does funerals for the DM for their beloved villains.
Only ones that didn't get to shine very much, like the one in the under Rhaegar. He didn't get to shine.
Under
no, we just killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy with the guy with the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Raven's brother.
That was his brother?
Damn it!
No. Damn.
Yeah, I had a guy. I got his picture drawn, and he was gonna be like threatening you guys, and he died.
In one round.
That's what happens. I mean, you know what's funny? And I thought Olin was gonna die like episode 2, episode 3. I just feel like he's gonna be the first to go, and that didn't happen at all. But Olin's got to outlive everybody.
I think we can just do the Raven's funeral right now. Is like, here lies the Raven.
Suck it, Raven.
Nevermore.
Yes, very nice.
Nevermore.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Yes.
You hope.
Yeah, please. Oh God.
So
Maybe we should double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can bring it back. I think it's done after that.
I don't know. We thought he was gone last time. There's always an option.
Because you all weren't paying attention. You were all fools.
Oh.
He's more of a recurring villain than even Dragono is.
Yeah.
Oh, Raven?
Raven came back. Dragano came back.
The Raven's worse villain than Dragano. At least with Dragano, you know how to fight him. With the Raven, you never had any idea what to do with him.
Damn.
The Raven has the least powers out of everybody, too. His powers is wit. So.
And you had to use his own son. It's the only way you could defeat him. Was having his own son kill him.
Yeah.
Did you watch Star Wars the night before?
I do have them planned a little bit further in advance the night before.
Okay, so 2 nights before then.
Oh, yes, 2 nights before. I did. No, that whole thing was a storyline that was supposed to take place in season 1.
What was?
The entire arc with Bludgy.
Oh.
Bludgy was not meant to dive into for the rod and go into the dark. And none of you are meant to go into the dark, not until like season 3, season 4, something like that.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah,
It worked out much better this way.
Yeah, remember that when you guys first started playing, you guys were seeing hints of the Red Knight fighting the Raven's Claw because Raven was taking over.
Mhm.
and that was a whole plot line that was going in because that was a way to escape as a nearby city, and you have Bludgy, who's a son in, in Sunken City, and his father is a Raven in the Northern City. But you guys didn't want to go there. Other things may have happened that may have led you there, but none of that happened because you went down below.
Actually, can I? This is actually something I've been thinking about. Can I, Brooke? So
Yes.
you're the newest to D&D of any of the crew. From the start of the game, and I think we asked you this before, but from the start of the game till now, where you guys are at such a pivotal moment, what is for you? What is something that has really stuck with you of the game? Like not necessarily of just not necessarily like the storyline or something, but of just what is something that has stuck with you about how the game is played and how things changed for you?
Something that stuck with me that I think really just one of the bigger things that keeps me coming back and really looking forward to every week is how much every character that all of my friends have is a piece of them. And it's a piece of them that I don't get to see or haven't seen, or it's a piece of them that I've seen, or I get a little glimmer of it here and there of certain characters that they play. And it's like where it would just maybe be like a hint of an accent in real life, they get to really play it all out there, and it just added more color for how I see them in our everyday life. You know what I mean? And it's really cool, and I like to get to know them in that way more and more. So I think that that's a really great way to get to know that about the game. That's what I take with me. If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
it's definitely a trip through everybody's psyche a little bit, and
Yeah.
you see how they handle problems, yeah, and you see how they figure things out, how they work as a team. It's fun to see your friends in that different way.
Yeah, and it's and when I go back and rewatch shows, like I'll just like put on a random show and just have it in the background and listen to it whenever I'm doing some stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, that's something that I hear. It's like, of course that's Dan, like of course that's a part of Dan's character. Of course, yeah, that's Tom's character. It's like, I don't know, it's very enriching. I dig it. I think everyone should do it.
100%. Well, Seth Price from My D&D, he was teaching Dungeons and Dragons in school, and he had the kids playing characters. He put them into groups and all that kind of stuff. And he says they loved it, and he feels like they're really getting something out of it. So
yeah, it's great, and you get to like see. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you up at the end there, Tony.
No,
but
that's it.
It's also like it gives you a much more broad spectrum. Like when you're out in the world, you're like, oh yeah, there's a bludgy. Like not like you wouldn't recognize it in the past. But it's like, yeah,
There's a bludgy.
Okay, all right, bludgy. And if you call them that, they won't know what the frick you're talking about. But
I want to know the first time anyone sees there's a Carlinger.
Oh, okay. We'll take the picture and everything. Got it.
Well, there's only one Carlinger that I know of. Is where he came from. Is Ned Ryerson. Because that is where Carlinger comes from.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, is
I thought you knew that. I thought.
I think I did know that.
Yeah. I forgot who I talked about that with, but that's exactly who the character came from. And when she was doing it, when I'm doing it, I do. It's me, Carlinger. I'm doing. It's me. It's Ned Ryerson. Yeah, it's from Carlinger. I mean, that's
wow.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't see any more from him, but that is a birth of. Well, obviously, well, Brooke names the character, but that is the personality I attach to it, and also I knew that it would drive Vinny nuts.
Yeah, that succeeded.
I was like, Vinny's gonna, it's funny because I knew it was gonna bother you, but it was amazing that it just nailed it. It was just the right time for you to hate that character. Like you just didn't like it. You just kept trying to avoid him. Everything he was saying was perfect, and that's why he's still around to this day. Oh yeah, Vin and Carl Linger are the true bromance of Audio Dungeon.
Derek,
Okay, guys.
Is that what you meant, Derek?
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Guys, that was a great episode and a great talk after. I'm really excited to see how you guys handle the second half of this season. This is it. If you haven't been getting the vibes, this is going to be it. This, episode 12 puts a cap on the Celestial War.
Oh my God.
It's the right side, the right bookend of the entire story. And that doesn't mean we're done because we have other stories to tell, other things that have come up, and that doesn't mean we're done with Andaria at all either, because we're not. But it does finally put a cap on where these characters go. Do they live? Do they die? Do they retire? We will see. So that's it for our Audio Dungeon Talk. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. This was season 2 of Iron Kingdom, episode 6, The Dungeon, and we will see you guys next week on Audio Dungeon. Thank you to our Patreon members. Thank you to our fans. Thank you to all your amazing donations today. That was fantastic and literally brought the victory as Vin took advantage of all those ones. I think a couple other people did too.
Oh, yeah.
So and now you also have healing in the tank from Doug as well. So a lot of help from the fans, and I'm sure they cannot do it without you guys. So thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week on Audio Dungeon. Have a great week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Love you all.